Kevin, Christine, thank you. Welcome once again to the 2026 NCAA Men's College World Series presented by Capital One. Here in Omaha, the Diamond in downtown hosts the best 8 college baseball teams every June. Tonight, we're down to our final 3. Georgia has been the best team in the best conference all year. But tonight, with their season on the line, they face an Oklahoma team that has already beaten them once and taken down some of the other big boys of baseball this postseason. It's the Sooners who are a win away from a date in the College World Series. If they get there, they'll be dancing with North Carolina, who gets back to the finals for the first time since the back-to-back years of 2006-2007. They sent West Virginia packing on their country roads with a 12-7 victory. Georgia hoping to force another game tomorrow. Chris Burke, Kyle Peterson, Scott Klein is our rules analyst, and of course Chris Budden is down on the field. Boy, these Sooners have crashed a bunch of parties, haven't they, recently?
Yeah, I think you could call them party crashers. They went to Atlanta, they beat the ACC champs. They went to Lawrence, they beat the Big 12 champs. They've already beaten the SEC champs here. They're trying to send them home. They're not really worried about the narrative that the SEC champs are supposed to win this thing. They are crashing the party. They've been doing it ever since they started.
Well, now they're facing a well-balanced offense for Georgia because it was a little bit different look for the Bulldogs, a team that leads the country in home runs, had 2 sack bunts the entire season. Well, until this, last night, Colby Branch-lays one down. Trey Phelps started to heat up, a couple hits in that one. Drove in the first, and then a Ryland Lugal fly ball to left field, sac fly scored the second, and those were the 2 Georgia runs. We're used to the home runs. They've hit over 175 this year. None to get to this point yesterday. However, it is offensive today.
Yes.
The wind is blowing out, and they can be quite offensive, and there's trees in left field. They like those.
They have nearly more than 100 homers than Oklahoma. They go small ball. Oklahoma has gone long ball recently.
Yeah, the wind's blowing out. We think that helps Georgia. Maybe it helps Oklahoma because they have been as good as any offense in America since the calendar turned June. It's Dayton Taki. It's Dayton LaChance. It's Jackson Willits. It's an offense that is as deep as any plane still in this event, and they have been red hot here in Omaha. So an Oklahoma Sooners offense that's playing at a whole different level than they played in the regular season.
Yeah, over 10 runs a game. They are hitting 340, 17 homers. There's a couple of guys on the mound that don't have a bunch of experience. Time for Georgia to get together. May it be the last time this year. Sooners one step away. Shake it off and get ready. First pitch is coming up.
Knock, knock, Capital One Bank guy. I just moved into the neighborhood. Can I borrow some Wi-Fi?
That's what the Capital One Cafe is here for. Open 7 days a week.
Oh, can I use your ATM?
Anything for a neighbor. What's in your wallet?
See? These dishes are still dirty.
You need a detergent that cleans your dishes and your filter.
Filter?
Yep, my go-to is Cascade Platinum Plus. Only these action packs have double the Dawn, breaking down food residue, even on your filter. Cascade.
Dear Dad, you're my first coach, my favorite playing partner, and my biggest fan. Thank you for introducing me to this amazing game. Happy Father's Day.
Febreze. Big odors, a big distraction? Try new Febreze Air Mist. With 50% more odor fighters to instantly restore just clean freshness. And that's huge.
Every time I look around, it's in my face.
On 3, Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance to help people save hundreds. 1, 2, 3.
Liberty Mutual has your
Nailed it! Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
With all these Hilton Honors points, I could stay for free. At the Waldorf Astoria in the Maldives? What about the Canopy in Paris?
Hilton Honors, babe. When you want points that can take you anywhere, anytime, it matters where you stay. Hilton, for the stay.
What makes a delicious New York-style pizza? It's gotta have a perfect balance of crushed tomatoes, savory deli pepperoni, and dough stretched thin so it folds like it should. You'll get it when you taste it. Try Marco's New York-style pizza for only $13.99.
Waking up with headaches? Sealy Posturepedics exclusive precision fit coils respond with targeted support right where you need it most.
Shop Sealy savings during the July 4th sale.
When allergies throw a sucker punch, the power of Claritin D punches back harder. Get fast, powerful relief of your worst symptoms, like nasal congestion. Claritin clears.
Welcome back to the Men's College World Series. Georgia Bulldogs looking to extend its already historic season. So far, they've set a program record for wins, a program record for home runs. But for as historic as it's been so far, Wes Johnson does not want this team to settle. His message when they got to Omaha was, don't just be happy you're here. We're going to prepare like we're going to win this whole thing.
You don't want to get here and get distracted, and then you're sitting on the couch with your children 20 years from now saying, yeah, man, we were in Omaha, and the child looks at them and goes, well, how'd you do it? We weren't focused.
The Sooners survive over Georgia.
We still have another chance to come back, just learn from our mistakes.
We're going to prepare like we always do. We're going to go play really good baseball.
I want every kid in this stand to walk away from this ball game today and say, fun wins, focus wins.
Well, you boys mentioned it. The wind is blowing and it is blowing out. I asked Wes Johnson what he thought of the scene when he saw the flags, and his answer, oh, yeah. Excited for maybe a little Foley Field action, which they have already put up in the bullpen. Some faux Foley Field trees to be put up to feed the trees.
Little faux Foley trees. I like what you did there. Yeah, they are used to feeding those trees, and instead of human beings making like trees, they got those cutouts out there. We got Paul Farley, who is a redshirt sophomore on the mound for Georgia, a freshman on the other side again, KP.
Yeah, and a guy that hadn't been out there very much this year from a starting standpoint. Last appearance, last start was in the SEC championship. That was a couple weeks ago. Haven't been out there since. 5 different pitches. Slider has been his best swing and miss. It's a fastball that'll be in the low 90s for Farley. You would suspect, I would say, if they could get 4 or 5, they'd probably be elated and then turn it over and make it a bullpen night after that.
So with that, we take a look at the Sooners batting order. It is brought to you by Capital One. Jason Walker leads things off. He's sitting 429 at the College World Series. Sparky, you want to go middle of the order?
Yeah, Jackson Willich just feels like that guy in the middle of this lineup. He's got that clutch gene to him, hitting 441 in the NCAA tournament, a 3-run homer the last time these two teams hooked up.
Meantime, it was the bottom of the order. Had a big game the other night. Taki Branch, of course, with that sacrifice that KP talked about at the top. Season kind of turned when the guys who weren't playing, according to Skip Johnson, started to buy in. Wes Johnson's had them bought in all year. I mean, they've put up just great numbers. But for Skip, this is one of those years where they have peaked, then there have been some valleys, and it appears as if they're peaking at the right time. On the other side, West, to KB's point, they are playing here to win a title. This is their first appearance since 2008. He's only been doing this at Georgia for 3 years, but he's been here before. He won it all with LSU as a pitching coach with Skeens in 2023. So we are just about set to start this thing. And again, conditions favorable to the offense, wind blowing out. Farley's got the ball, toes the rubber. Third baseman Trey Phelps is in on the grass against Walk, the center fielder.
It's inside.
Ball 1. Going to hear the voice of Linus Baker most of the night. He is our home plate umpire, and you heard him describe it as inside. Walk, a junior, about 166. He can fly. This is a team that has stolen a lot of bases, 126 of them. And we have our first Wi-Fi issue. Paul Farley needs a new pitch comm. Wi-Fi can be so infuriating.
Wouldn't be a game without a pitch comm issue. Might as well knock it out early.
Take care of that. Check that box. Yeah, you'll see the outfield playing a little deep. And again, last night, an hour later, hour earlier, we've seen these types of shadows. They can present problems for the offense, and the sun has created nightmares for the left fielder in particular. But the left side of the infield's been affected as well. Farley's ready. We're hearing everything in a 1-0.
1-1, gentlemen, 1-1.
Just his 4th start. Last start was 4 innings against Arkansas. It was a really good one. He's 6'2", 210. been a while, though. 5:24, May 24th since he last pitched. Here he is on a 1-1. That is located as well up. It's 1-2. Six of the 9 tournament games, he has got at least 2 hits. He's been on base 19 straight games, 15 multi-hit games. How about that take?
Fantastic take.
Yes, that was a pretty good one there.
Skip Johnson said, you know what? Jason Walk wanted to hit leadoff, so we just let him hit leadoff. It hasn't been a great year until, like a lot of this team, they get going down the stretch, and he has turned into what you would call a quintessential leadoff hitter.
2-2. Right back up the middle, ranging to his left, the Gold Glover. Pretty play. Colby Branch named a Gold Glove winner today, and that is one of the reasons why.
Yeah, he can go get it to his left. Now, we've seen him do it both directions here in Omaha. Kind of a tricky hop, but I love how quick the release is. You know you don't have any extra time. Watch, catch, square your feet all in one motion, an accurate throw, and Hudson does such a nice job at first, working the edges of the bag. Georgia with a quick start.
Camden Johnson, the third baseman, bats. Everybody's kind of got gloves up there to protect from the sun. And this one is foul. Go back to that play by Colby Branch. It was against Carolina, West Virginia, the second baseman. You were harping on, why don't you use that top hand to bury that ball in the glove. It's exactly how Branch played it there.
Yeah, to me, if I can catch the ball within the frame of my body, I'm always going to use 2 hands. I know everybody doesn't agree with that, but especially when you have to make a quick release like you do against a runner with walk, that was really well done.
Yeah, it's still working. We're good. Right down the middle for a strike. 0-2. Johnson can fly. He is one of a handful that have at least 16 stolen bases. Walk is in that category. Gamble later. Brock 27. Johnson 29 stolen bases. He did go at that breaking ball. And a good job by Daniel Jackson to glove it. Couldn't tag. Throws to first. 2 up and 2 down.
I think you've seen early too, and maybe it's just left-handers. We'll see if righties come up. But when Farlow's gotten to those 2-strike counts, he likes going to top to bottom breakable. Walk had a really good take in his at bat. Now this time Camden Johnson cannot hold up. 2 quick outs for Paul Farley to start this one.
3-hole hitter is Big Dayton LaChance, the catcher. He's been hobbled by a bad ankle, but it seemingly hasn't bothered him. The most outstanding player at the Atlanta Regional with a couple of homers and 7 RBIs. And oh boy, it was a big time cross up there. Apparently Jackson either didn't see it, but boy, that took an odd bounce off of him. Didn't really get the glove at all. Oh boy, he's lucky, man. That's the wrist.
He was moving like he thought it was going to be a breaking ball.
No question. I mean, you don't say this often about a catcher, but he was late.
Yeah.
And again, we talk about the shadows here at Charles Schwab Field. When you get crossed up, that really comes into play.
They're lucky, man. That is a bad spot to get hit by a fastball.
I think that's the one he was ready for.
Yes.
We've had PitchCom issues. You don't think that PitchCom is saying one thing to one?
No, I don't think so.
We're not that bad.
Somebody forgot.
Let's make sure we're all on the same channel. Beats that one into the ground. It's charged, and Phelps, he is falling as he throws it and makes the play and regained his balance. All right, left side of the infield, Walk and Phelps, a Branch and Phelps shine early in this one. Defense to get it rolling.
If sitting hurts, it's not just age, it's your chair. Most chairs push on your lower back with a lumbar support, but that's not how your spine actually stabilizes. It's time to fix your sit with Anthros. Our precision posture system has 2 unique supports for restoring your natural S-curve and reducing disc pressure by up to 40%. Try Anthros for 60 days risk-free. If your body doesn't feel the difference, your money back. It's time to fix your sit at anthros.com.
I'm David Ortiz. When I lost my mom, she was only 46. It made me realize how important it is to protect my family. That's why I got life insurance. Ethos makes it easy. Get covered in minutes and 100% online.
Check your price today at ethos.com.
And I find it yet, if I may be so bold.
Tonight I'm shaking off my yesterdays. Trouble comes but never stays. I believe the best is yet to come. I'm gonna throw all my diamond pain, making room for better days. Yeah, I believe the worst is almost gone. The best is yet to come.
They've had a lot of fun. They've hit the ball over the wall a lot this year. In fact, only LSU in '97 and the Vols of '24 have hit more homers in a single season. Those 2 teams won a title. The 178 homers have also led Georgia to a school record 53 wins this season. We'll see if it leads to a title. As we take a look at the Bulldogs batting order, brought to you by Capital One.
Daniel Jackson was a star in the region. He's been a star all year. But in the regional and super regional, like you would expect, it has been slower here at the College World Series. Only 1 hit. Now, it was a bomb. Boy, would they love to see him get going here this evening.
It feels like Oklahoma's very comfortable, and rightfully so, throwing freshmen on the mound. Rager was terrific. Mercurius was terrific. And now they're looking at Weslowski to be terrific.
I don't remember a team that's gone freshman their first 3 starts here at the College World Series, especially somebody that started 2-0 like Oklahoma has. But it's exactly what they'll do right here. Nick Weslowski making just his 2nd start of the season. His first was his last time out. It's a lot of fastballs. 4-seamer going to use the top of the zone, going to be in the low 90s.
Trey Phelps, who seemed to get his drip dripping again last night, is back here. And watch out, Weslowski didn't see it. It went over the plate, and it was called a strike because he slipped on the mound. And he is not going to be awed by the moment. This is a kid that played big-time quarterback at a McKinney Boyd High School in Texas in front of thousands every Friday night and was terrific. And he misses with that one. He described this as the coolest thing he'd ever experienced. And he said, I played football in big environments. I'm living my dream right now. He had dreams of playing both baseball and football.
Away.
The 1-1 snapped it off a little too wide. And it wasn't until he played his last game of football a week later, he decided I'm all in on baseball, and he came to play for the Sooners and got himself in Omaha as a freshman. Phelps the other way, end of the bat. Hassan Harris read it well. He's in, and there's 1 out. One for 14. Daniel Jackson gets a little advice from Phelps on what he saw from Weslowski. 378 with those 32 homers. The junior exploded this year, and you see the OPS. So many of the numbers offensively are fantastic. And you just take a look at the outfield. Jason Walk is shaded towards right, and Brock is playing in left where you otherwise would. There is a canyon between Brock and Walk in left and center. Frozen twice. It's 0-2. A lot of times when you see a superstar struggle, you hear the term he's caught in between. How do you know that as you watch?
Because you're late on the fastball and chasing breaking balls. You always want to feel like you're on something, especially early in the count.
The ball.
And when you go up there and you see late foul balls on heaters, and then guys going out of the zone to chase breaking balls. The question from the coaching staff is always going to be, hey, man, what are you actually on? Because you got to be committed to something, especially pre-2 strikes.
Just a 200 hitter, 207 with 2 strikes on him. But now the count goes to 2-2.
That's a good take right there. That lets me know he is seeing the spin on the breaking ball, because if you're not, that's probably one you're going to chase.
Wind out at about 14 to 20 miles an hour tonight. 2-2, and he rips one into right field. Good piece of hitting by Daniel Jackson, his second hit here in Omaha.
Seeing it much better. That's the first time we've seen him let a ball travel and get to the backside of the field, and it starts with a really good take, right? You know you're in control of your emotions when you can spit on a breaking ball that starts on the edge and then drifts off, and that lets you know that he's seeing it deep, which he does right there. A fastball down and on the edge. Really, KP, a nice pitcher's pitch.
Yeah.
Daniel Jackson shoots it in the 4-hole.
Yeah, I mean, a fastball on the outside part of the plate. It's exactly where he wanted to throw it. You're just facing one of the best in the country who made him pay.
The 3-hole hitter is Rylan Luho, the center fielder, sends this one to right center field. Walk is over, and he runs it down. He had a long way to go. He moved back more towards center field instead of shaded to right, but Luho is retired, and there are 2 down.
Big gaps here. If you're going to hang around a while, you got to have an outfield that can make them a little more narrow than they feel, and that was a nice job by Walk, battling the sun and tracking that ball a long way to run with the wind pushing it towards right center field.
And OU is playing deep in the outfield. I mean, all the way around. They're a good 5 to 10 steps back from normal outfield positioning.
Well, you have to be. It's just so different a night as it has been really this entire week. Temperatures a little bit higher as well. Here's Brennan Hudson, the first baseman. We have 22 homers. He looks at one up. Part of the success of the Bulldogs through the course of this tournament, Volchko, Aoki, Vigu, and Bird, they've only used 4 pitchers.
That's the way. 2-0.
Almost sounds like a misprint to say it. 4 pitchers through 3 games?
Yeah. A couple of complete games. Hudson 2 for 9 here in Omaha.
3-0.
.3-0 from Weslowski, who was dead set on being a two-way in college. His older brother Ethan is very good friends with the current quarterback at Oklahoma. In fact, they were playing against each other back in Texas. That will get the corner. 3-1. Weslowski's brother was in the backfield when John Mateer was trying to throw the football, and he was up on him a lot. 3-1 count. Hudson, no. They go to first. The other part of Jackson's game, which we haven't talked about, most who follow college baseball know, but I mean, he's a guy that flirts with 30-30 if he can get there. He's got 26 steals on the season. Not going. And that's ball 4. He will go to second base after the walk to Hudson.
Well, and this is a perfect opportunity early for Georgia to get a little mojo offensively. It's a club that led the country in home runs and one of the top in essentially every meaningful category. Hit 320 overall, but just 186 here at the College World Series. But the guy up to bat right now, Kenny Ishikawa, has been one of their best bats. 5 for 10 here in Omaha and a chance to drive in a run here early.
He's usually a very patient hitter. He doesn't swing at the first pitch very often. He won't there. It's up. Gets a little Soto dance going. And his average on the first pitch is 083. I mean, the rest of the team is there 700, 660, 570. He doesn't like to swing at the first one. But he is a bat-to-ball specialist. And with the runner out there with speed at second, they're looking to go up 1. That's right down the middle.
And it's really neat. He strikes out the least, but he also swings at the first pitch the least of the regulars.
Right.
Which seems counterintuitive, but it just shows you how comfortable he is with seeing pitches, not afraid to hit deep in the count.
He's a 370 hitter with 2 strikes. So, yes, to your point, it's only 1-1 here. Oh, now here you go. You see him with 2 strikes and 2 outs.
And now he goes to work. This is kind of his cup of tea right here. Loves to get in his legs, not afraid to hit ugly deep in the count.
Like being able to get a bat somehow on a ball that was going to bounce on your foot.
Look at all the moving parts there.
If you want to know what not being afraid to hit ugly means, that was kind of it right there. That ball was about a 58-footer. Look at the eye black from the Ishikawas. Love it.
And he opted not to go that way. He gets underneath one. This is really shallow in right field. Second baseman Branch goes out. And we've seen the Branch brothers make 2 good plays. This time it was Kyle going into right field to make the play. They will leave 2 aboard. Chris Burks, Jackson Willits coming up when we come back.
Pepsi Prebiotic Cola in original and cherry vanilla. The Pepsi taste you love with no artificial sweeteners. It's unbelievably Pepsi.
You're unbelievable.
Pepsi Prebiotic Cola. Try it now.
Popeye's $6 Big Box is back, y'all. Big news packed with bold Louisiana flavor. It's that juicy, crunchy, marinated chicken you love with 2 regular sides and a biscuit for only $6.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
If you feel like you're on the wrong road with your finances, Credit Karma can help you push through to a better place. With personalized guidance to improve your credit, savings, taxes, and more, so you can find your way to money. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on.
It's the dog park with all the dogs there. And the people you see that you don't really know because it's the dog park.
Brought to you by Progressive Pet Insurance.
He's got an ear infection. I said ear infection. Ear. It sounds like you're in a tunnel. It's in his ear. Ear infection. E-A.
It's the dog park.
Protect your pet from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance.
Tired of untamable frizz? Forget the flat iron. New Everpure Iron Sleek by L'Oreal Paris. Our first salon-inspired smoothing routine, formulated with Sleek Care Complex with alpha acids for humidity-resistant style and 7 days of frizz control. Everpure Iron Sleek by L'Oreal Paris.
The NCAA Men's College World Series is presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet? 2006, 2007, and here they are in 2026. The Diamond Heels got a chance to play for a College World Series title. They led it 12-1 at one point. Ended up winning 12-7. And, Caden Glauber showed up. He pitched, so they won. And they are 28-0 in games where he gets on the magical mound here. Carolina waits. The final starts Saturday at 8. Who will they face? First pitch, and that is foul on the third base side. Jackson Willits comes from baseball royalty as a family goes out of Fort Cobb, Oklahoma. You talk about character. You talk about leadership. This is your guy. And he's having a heck of a series. 5 for 8. He got jammed again. 5 for 8. That's a .625 average, a homer, and 3 runs batted in. Dad part of the staff. Brother a terrific baseball player. And here is Reggie, 4th year as the associate head coach. And yes, he was a former New York Yankees assistant coach. He's gone, though. Nasty pitch right there from Farley.
Breaking ball right there. Would cutter before, and then looked like he goes back to his slider right here. You can see the down on it, too. It has some horizontal, a little bit into the left-handed, but it said drop at the end. It gets Willits all the way out in front. That bat go right over the top. 2 strikeouts early for Paul Farley, who looks good to start this one.
Second strikeout. Here is Trey Gamble. He is the designated hitter Advantage pitchers right now with the shadows. That one is hard, though, and it is hit past the second baseman, Ryan Wynn. 107 miles an hour off the bat. So with one down, there's one on. Hey, you mentioned, you know, the Willits connection to the Yankees. Wes Johnson's got some major league experience as well. So these kids are going to these colleges with college influence. We saw Tulowitzki and Max Wiener, and here you are with. So they all have, or so many of them have, Major League Baseball experience that they bring into a college dugout. So many of the kids and the parents aspire to the big leagues. What better way to get prepared than having a guy that was either playing or coaching at that level?
Yeah, there's no question that from a development standpoint, the experience that these guys bring to the college game, they can sell on the recruiting trail, but more importantly, implement. I mean, they're not just selling it. They're using it to put together first-class rosters and then develop, especially the young kids they're getting out of high school.
Left fielder's Brendan Brock. That's close.
It's also interesting that even though both have major league experience on their staffs, they play a very different brand of ball, especially offensively. Reggie Willits likes to recruit speed. He's going to steal bases. They're going to play the inside game. Wes Johnson's recruiting power. It certainly has an older roster. Similar to maybe you'd think of the Yankees and the Rays, right? So it's just because it's a, you know, Georgia's going to deal in the portal, so to speak, go to get free agents and recruit power.
Maybe a little ballpark influence for Georgia?
100%.
Oh, and obviously Wes's background is in pitching. I mean, the Wes Johnson resume is good reading and very successful at all the stops, including with the Twins as the pitching coach for a couple of years. Two and one.
His background is in pitching, and obviously you got to give Will Coggin and Nick Emirati a bunch of credit as hitting coaches, but since he's been at Georgia, nobody's hit more home runs than them.
Yeah.
So even though he hangs his hat on pitching, he's certainly invested and developed a whole lot of hitters in the last 3 years.
And only his third year at Georgia. That's it. And he's made a massive impact.
Close again. Yeah, his background may be in pitching, but his interest is in winning. And they have won a lot since he's been there.
Feels like that throw is down towards the right foot of Brendan Hudson to be even closer.
Well, it's also a fantastic slide there by Gamble to the back of the bag. Good job of getting as far away from Hudson as you can. Think about it for Georgia, though. He's been here 3 years. Daniel Jackson wins the Golden Spikes. That's 2 out of 3 years he's been at Georgia with Charlie Condon and Daniel Jackson. That is remarkable.
Gamble is one of those that has at least 16 stolen bases on the season. Brock 27, guy after him, Desan Harris 18. Your speed up and down this lineup. He's grabbed an extra foot on his lead, did Gamble, on a 2-2.
Here comes a breaking ball. Wes is paying very close attention to Gamble because he wants to put Brock away with a breaking ball right here, and he knows, Oklahoma knows that. This is a great pitch to run on. Look, there's just a little lean there. And I'm just telling you, like, it'd be interesting to see if Oklahoma keeps it on, but he wants to throw a breaking ball right here, trying to keep Gamble honest.
And he went fastball.
Love this. You got a base running guru, you got a pitching guru, you got a pitching coach that loves to spin the breaking ball, KP. There's a lot spinning there in these two dugouts.
That's great insight, though. It gives the people at home something to think about and how these coaches are approaching each pitch, let alone each plate appearance. 2-2, and that one is through the 5-6 hole. Very patient at bat, and Brendan Brock is aboard, and there are 2 on right now. Talked a lot about Major League Baseball. We have some action coming your way on Monday. It's the NL East leading Braves. They blown up to like a 7-game lead over the Phillies. Phillies playing a little bit better lately in San Diego to take on the Padres, a couple over 500. Monday night, 10 Eastern, ESPN, and you can stream it on the ESPN app. Dave Fleming will be there along with Eduardo, who is jetting out of Omaha after his great work with Ben McDonald, Mike Monaco. Jessica Mendoza will be in the booth as well. Taylor McGregor, part of our day crew. They're done as far as their games go. With Carolina advancing, there'll be no day game tomorrow. We will have a night game if Georgia can win this thing. But Oklahoma is threatening right now with Deshaun Harris. Georgia's bullpen starts to get a little active here in the second. They have to win this one. And they do love having Scott come out of the bullpen, not Scott. And he can give him some length. 25 RBI in the season for Deshaun, a .358 hitter. They will go back, and that is caught there by Branch. Not close.
Dangerous spot right here. Scott's starting to throw, but it's Oklahoma offense, if they get it going, strike early. They're trying to get that Georgia bullpen as quickly as they can and just keep that carousel moving.
Oh, wicked breaking ball underneath the bat of Harris. Defense behind Farley, terrific at shortstop, up the middle win. This is a team that has a .981 fielding percentage. They've made 43 errors. With one down, he's looking for a ground ball to turn a double play. They've got 43 of those on the season. On a play.
And there you go. You talk about being in between. Yeah. Swing and miss at a 2-0 breaking ball. Then you're late on a 2-1 fastball. And that's why pitching coaches like to pitch backwards, so to speak, because you throw a breaking ball in a fastball count, and then you get a little more room for error when you do go to that heater. And Deshaun Harris allowed that 2-0 breaking ball to cause him to be late on the 2-1 heater.
There really is no book on Farley when you look at it. I mean, he throws his fastball 30% of the time, roughly. He's got a couple different breaking balls, a cutter. And look on the other side. Kozlowski's 53, 54% fastballs. Farley doesn't throw nearly that many.
Harris originally joined this Sooners team as a walk-on before earning a scholarship on a 2-2. That is now a way to go full 3-2.
Feels like a pretty big pitch in the ball game, boys. We might have a call to the bullpen if this one doesn't go Paul Farley's way. Deshaun Harris has a chance to push the Sooners out to an early lead.
He went fishing again. Would have been ball 4, but it is a strikeout for the second out as we walk Dayton Taki up to the plate, the first baseman. And we've seen some heroes in the postseason. Dayton Taki entered the chat with this blast off Georgia Tech. No one really saw it land because it was over that big green batter's eye in center field. Gone. Oklahoma walked off the #2 overall seed Yellow Jackets, and Taki time was in business. This time he rolls one over, foul on the first base side.
Ball landed somewhere because someone on the Oklahoma staff ran out, found it, was able to bring it back to Mom for her to have a souvenir from his biggest moment.
Mom got a lot of TV time out of that. She had the hat on. Everybody was hugging her. Pretty good day to be a Taki.
Not that you had a hunch when you were watching that game, but you were like, just don't let them hang around. And they kept chipping away. Ended up walking off the Yellow Jackets. 0-1, 0-2 as that goes to the seats.
That feels like one of those home runs, similar to when UCSB walked off Louisville with that grand slam the one year, like one of those home runs.
Yes.
The whole college baseball community will never forget. I think
Everybody
that
just
team
stopped.
Yeah, everybody just remembers where you're at. It was just such a loud swing of the bat, and ended one of the best regular seasons we've seen in Georgia Tech.
0-2, Farley trying to get out of it with 2 men on. And he's making Daniel Jackson work behind the plate. They've used the long ball as Oklahoma and their speed. They've also gotten ahead a lot in games. They've scored first in 5 straight, which is 1 shy of tying its longest streak this season. There is Dayton's mom, who had the hat on that became very famous after giving that ball 1-2 way outside.
Well, Taki is emblematic of this entire team, right? He's just been on a heater. He had 3 home runs when the regular season ended. He has 8 now. 5 home runs in the postseason, and you could say that about a lot of these Sooners. They've just all raised their game to a brand new level.
He's gone deep in 3 of the last 5 games. Called strike 3. Boy, we've seen some great breaking balls from Farley, and he puts out a fire, leaves 2 on.
Well, early going, but when Farley needs to get the swing and miss or get the strike 3, this is what he's been going to. Got a couple swings and miss on the breaker ball down and in. And this time use that outside part of the play. Backdoor breaker for Farley. 3 strikeouts in the inning.
And Doug.
I'm glad we could all play today.
They say tennis is great for remembering you can customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual.
Do they, Doug?
Well, I say it. Limu, ball me. Limu, ball me again? Again? My bad!
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
With long-lasting battery life on the Dell XPS, you can stay plugged in, even when you're unplugged.
Walmart's 500 million items means that every day is a vacay, even if it's a staycay.
Wait, this is all Walmart. Who knew? Are those my swim trunks?
Yes, Bob, they are.
James? Okay. Hello, Wendy. Plutôt goûte à la bikini?
Wendy's Minions and Monsters meal. Minions and Monsters. Only in theaters July 1st.
Yes, no. Panera has a new thing called the salad stuffer. It's amazing. It's like salad stuffed in a soft Italian roll. No, it's like stuffed in the roll. Hey. New salad stuffers, only at Panera.
Omaha, man, they welcome everybody from youth baseball leagues to big boys. Young and old come to this city to watch this College World Series each and every year. Streets flooded, restaurants serving up some incredible fare, and it feels like a fair. I know Terry Francona described Williamsport that way. This has some of that as well, as Ryan Wynn fouls one off. Hometown of one Kyle Peterson. He rolls out the welcome mat as well each and every year.
Sure
One
does.
of the great
having you
hosts.
guys in town.
One of America's great hosts.
I'll send you a bill, don't worry.
1-1 to Ryan Wynn, and that's fouled off.
1-2, gents, 1-2.
We got a catch right here in section 207. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Yeah, well, and by the way, yeah, 2 seats down. We got the phone recording it all.
Oh,
Boom.
smooth.
Hey, that's well done. That guy behind him wants to kiss him right now.
The guy behind him
he
was
gonna
not going
wear
to catch
it.
it.
No, he had no chance.
Boy, called strike 3 and a pitch on the outside corner. And Weslowski gets strikeout number 1. Yeah, now you think maybe the freshman settles in. The performance we saw the other night from Xander Mercurius, 7 1/3, 3 runs against this offense, was stick out your chest.
Yes.
This is another Skip Johnson type personality. Football quarterback, been banged around, played in hostile environments, will come right at you. And that pitch has worked so far tonight.
Well, not only have we seen 3 freshmen, but only one of them, Cord Rager, was a traditional starter throughout the course of the season.
Yeah.
Xander Mercurius and Wazlowski, they just got going here in the rotation.
The last 2 guys before they got to Omaha had a combined 4 starts this year.
Archimon in the lineup, and he grounds out to the second baseman, Kyle Branch. So does this speak more about what he knew he had, or just sort of a bit of a gambler in Skip Johnson saying, I'm going 3 freshmen?
Well, I think he used the season to give his veterans a chance. And then eventually you get to a part of the season where you go, hey, boys, like I'm not worried about keeping people happy in draft positions. I'm going to throw the guys I think are give us the best chance to go deep in the postseason. And he went with the freshmen, and boy, they made him look smart.
Here is Kyle Branch's brother. Kyle just made the play in the field, and that one is high to Colby Branch. Mom, Carrie, Dad, Rusty. They went with the split jerseys the other night. There is some power in this shortstop's bat. This one is lifted to right. And Harris is, oh boy, you see the wind, you could see. There were some papers blowing on the ground really fast right by him. And yeah, he's telling you, that thing was wild and crazy.
Class, today we're talking NCAA championships and life lessons. Schoolwork got you stressed, feeling overwhelmed. Need a place to unleash a quick, hearty yell? Behold. Join thousands of screaming fans for a heart-pounding in-person experience you have to see to believe. NCAA championships. Attendance is encouraged. Passion is mandatory. Visit ncaa.com/tickets.
Professor, who are you talking to?
If you travel for work, this shirt is a must-have in your carry-on. I was tired of floppy collars and shirts that didn't hold their shape or looked too casual for meetings, so I built something better. The brand is called Collars & Co. We built a performance polo, but designed it with a firm, structured collar that stays crisp all day. You can wear it on its own, under a sweater, or even with a blazer. It's wrinkle-resistant, machine-washable, sharp enough for the office, and packs perfectly for travel. Most importantly, the collar stays stiff all day.
Get a free Cloud Cotton Quarter Set with your order this Father's Day only at collarsandgo.com.
This is the one who can fix nearly anything and turns to Grainger, who has almost everything. Few may see him, but he's the one that keeps it all on track. The industrial-grade products you need. Call, click, or stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Power is not in the size. It's in the build. Tough when it counts. Loud when it matters. Turtle Box Cub. Packs light. Hits heavy.
The Oklahoma Sooners head to Atlanta.
Right when they announced it, I was like, well, we're close to Athens. Have our whole family there. It's really special. They were pumped. It was right next to each other. I got to spend a day with Kyle. The whole family got to see Tech and OU play.
It's 2 brothers on the field, one at Georgia, one at Oklahoma.
We met up with each other last year at Foley Field. Getting to do it on the big stage is just surreal.
Pretty surreal, too, to be here in Omaha playing both for a chance for a College World Series title. They text each other during the season. And when they get to Atlanta for the regionals, as he said, he showed them around Atlanta. This is a family that's also got a couple of younger brothers there, and they play like 4th of July basketball. Any game with a ball. In fact, the first word in the Branch house was ball. Like that was
for all of them.
You know, all of them. Ball.
I believe you.
Yes.
I don't know if that's accurate, but we believe you.
I can tell the story, and I know it was ball. I'm sure Budden can confirm that for us. As Kyle gets ready, he's in the 9-hole, his first time up as we go to the 3rd inning. Paul Farley continues to throw, and he throws the first one wide.
The Branch Bros still looking for their first knock here in Omaha. Kyle 0 for 7, Colby now 0 for 10.
1 ball, 1 strike. Until you're in their shoes, which can't be, you do wonder how Colby thinks when he has seen his brother so many times. Anticipate where the ball will be. This one is hit to right field. It sends Black back, hand up into the glove. The higher the ball flies, it feels like the more adventurous it will be.
You know, for the wind looking like it's whipping out of here, the ball doesn't feel like it's carrying like we thought it would.
Yeah, have they really got it yet, though? Have they given it a chance to carry?
That last ball Branch hit, I thought had a chance to get to the bullpen. It didn't get close. But, I mean, no, nothing's been stung, but.
You're talking about Colby Branch.
Yeah, Colby, yeah.
There's 2 of them in this game.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Brothers.
Ward. You have to walk before you can run. And this is Jason Walk. He went 6-3 his first time up. Ground ball to Colby Branch. It's short and a really nice play on it. Bit of a game of survival the longer you play with the pitchers you have available.
It is, and obviously I think both these guys are going to have pretty short leashes, but again, it's not too odd to see guys go out there and turn in career performances.
This ball is up in the air to center field. It is carrying. Lujo is at the wall. There's your carry. There's your home run. Jason Walk around the bases. The Sooners bats continue to pound, and they lead it 1-0. All right, boys, the higher it goes, the further it flies, and there's a great example as it came off the bat at just 100 miles an hour, and it landed 415 feet away.
I would say the wind helped out.
Yeah, that ball's hit last night. Lujo doesn't move. He catches it just standing there.
Just the 5th of the year for Jason Walk.
And we know how insanely big center field plays here.
Yes.
On most nights. Jason Walk's going to be able to say he went to dead center, man. The Chuck forever.
You know what I did once? Hit it out right there.
That slider's been his best. First home run we've had to dead center this year here in Omaha, and
we got to talk to Daniel Jackson. My man catches the ball, short hops in the dirt. He just takes and throws it away.
You want that one back?
Throw it straight back. If they tell you to take it out of place, so be it. But yeah, I want that one.
It's so different today. Feels like every ball that hits the dirt gets thrown out. I'm not so sure.
You know what?
Some of these guys know how to use it.
So a guy throws a ball in the dirt, they take it out of play. Guy hits a ground ball, we're fine.
We're all good.
You just keep playing.
Right. Chop it into the outfield.
Fine.
We keep using
it. It's good.
Fine.
Throw it back out there.
Heaven forbid a breaking ball bounce stuff.
There it is again. It did bounce. He can't tag him. He will go to first. But let's go back to the contact of Jason Walk.
Yeah, not known for his power, but he gets a four-seamer middle and launches this sucker to dead center field. And we've been waiting for the jet stream to show up. A fly ball that Lujo thought he had a beat on, and that thing just sails at 415 feet over the outstretched reach of the Georgia center fielder. And Oklahoma continues this insane power surge. They've now hit a quarter of their season's worth homers in the postseason.
39 homers their last 16 games. And it is obviously contagious. And this guy can certainly do that. It is LaChance. With 2 down here in the third, and now Oklahoma up 1-0.
This dude doesn't need a jet stream.
No.
If he catches one to dead center, he might hit the batter's eye.
For Walk, guys, that was his 17th career homer, and it was his second career homer to straightaway center field first this season. They've now homered in 10 straight. Longest streak of the season. It's called peaking at the right time. What Chance had one hit there, and he fouled it straight back.
Well, Chance, 16 home runs, did not have a home run until the second week of April. It's almost 2 months into the season, didn't have any. And now since has 16.
6'5", 231, a McLennan Community College. And this is one of the ways this program has been built. 13 junior college kids on the roster. As he's ready on a 1-1. Got another one to hit. Line shot, left field. Is it high enough? Oh, nice play out there by Ishikawa. It didn't get up into any jet stream as the wind continues to blow. That's a heck of a play by Ishikawa. But the leadoff man, Jason Walk, got one up and out. And the Sooners looking to move on to the finals. Draw first blood. They lead at 1-0 as we go bottom 3.
With long-lasting battery life from the Dell XPS, you can stay plugged in, even when you're unplugged.
The thing about hair is, even if it starts here, it'll end up there. But Swiffer Hair Magnet Deluxe is made to get hair anywhere. Brooms just push and move. But Swiffer gives you a clean that's mom-approved. The collapsible, storable Swiffer Hair Magnet Deluxe, the mother of all cleans.
Introducing Gatorade Lower Sugar. No artificial colors, no artificial flavors, no artificial sweeteners, and 75% less sugar. Gatorade Lower Sugar. Hydrates better than water.
Giving my son a needle during an allergic reaction is traumatic for both of us. So we said, hello Neffy, the only needle-free epinephrine nasal spray for emergency treatment of allergic reactions.
Use it first signs of allergic reaction. Ask your doctor how to use Neffy. Certain medical conditions may worsen. Tell your doctor about nasal, heart, or other medical conditions. High blood pressure, if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, and all medications. Side effects include nasal discomfort, headache, runny nose, shakiness, and throat irritation. This school year, ask your doctor for Neffy, or visit getneffy.com to learn more.
Back here in Omaha for the latest news, insight, in-depth analysis from the 2026 College World Series. Visit NCAA.com, your official online home for all NCAA championships. Sooners win. They move on to the College World Series finals to take on the University of North Carolina. And there is John Mateer, the quarterback for Oklahoma, who played against Nick Weslowski's brother in high school. 9-hole hitter Ryan Black. They won with small ball. Are they thinking about it again? No, it's 0-1. Black then back to the top of the order.
Boys, this might be as hard as the shadows can be for a hitter right now. Center field's in the batter's eyes completely lit up. The pitcher's kind of in the dark. Then the ball goes back through the sun, back to the dark. There is a lot going on for a hitter to try to pick up the spin of the baseball.
Here it comes. So if that's the case, do you then try to go location of the baseball? What are you doing as a hitter?
Trajectory, right? So that's why you're going to see a lot of guys swing over the top of tight sliders, because if it comes out flat, especially early in the count, I'm guessing fastball, trying to get my best swing off. It makes life really hard if you can't see the seams.
That's why I like spinning it now, too. Now's a good time to spin it. I mean, we saw it last night with Luke Harrison, who just dominated for 4 innings. There was not a comfortable swing for the first 4 innings. And then shadows went away, and the backdrop got a little bit better. Then there wasn't nearly as much swing and miss.
Weslowski now picks up his second strikeout. Boys, another freshman with a decent start here early in this game.
Look, a run on this changeup now. Look at that thing get off the bat. Starts in the outside corner of the plate, just takes off running away from him.
Fox home run was to dead center, by the way, and that's the 7th hit out of this building to center, to the batter's eye cutout, and the first since one of your favorites, Christian Moore, in 24 against Florida.
Remember the first?
Yeah, Alonso.
Yeah.
Christian Moore's had a little different wind that day.
1-0 to Phelps. He's got 19, and he looks at one on the corner at the knees. Simo's was a 2-iron.
I know Adrian Rodriguez hit for the cycle the other day, but from my perspective, the game Christian Moore had was the best ball striking day I've seen here at the College World Series. I mean, that was a laser show.
There was some good exit velo that night.
You could say that. I think there was one maybe cheap one, but 4 other rockets.
High to Phelps. These are the guys they got to get going here. Phelps and Jackson. At the College World Series, this Georgia team is hitting 183. They have struck out 41 times. During the year, they hit 320. Phelps, that's got a lot of spin on it. Tackled by Taki. He will flip, and slow out of the box was Trey Phelps. He is 0 for 2 when there were 2 down.
Well, we saw a beautiful at bat from Daniel Jackson last time. You keep waiting for Trey Phelps to kind of flip that switch. I know he had the big RBI knock last night. He falls over here. This is twice we've seen him cue a ball. Last night, he actually got a hit off one. Slips coming out of the box. That makes the play a lot easier there for the Sooner defense. But let's see if DJ can stack back-to-back high quality at bats. A really nice swing in his first AB.
Single to right field.
Wes Johnson's message to Daniel the other day was, listen, you're getting everybody's best pitches, so sometimes you can't get frustrated. You just have to tip your cap. But by the way, this is what it's going to be like when you end up in the big leagues one day.
Well, he got one there. Fielded cleanly. Can Johnson make the play? Oh, wow. What a play by Johnson and Taki at first.
Woo. That's on both ends there, boys.
Yeah, you put a few stars on that one.
Camden Johnson is as athletic as any third baseman in America. He's going to show you his range on the front end of this one. The ball looked like it was destined for 2, but no, sir. The range, then the athleticism and arm strength. And Taki, look at him, let it travel and sit on the base to try to make that hop as playable as possible. That is big-time stuff by the Sooner defense.
Earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card. Let's just get one of everything.
Everything.
Fire everything! The Capital One Saver card is at table 27, and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back. Yes, chef!
This is so nice.
3% cash back on chicken.
Yes, chef!
3% cash back on risotto.
Yes, chef!
Where's my fish?
Here, chef!
Had a feeling you want to earn 3% cash back on dessert.
Sorry, chef!
What's in your wallet?
They say tennis is great for remembering you can customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual.
Do they, Doug?
My bad!
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
At Burger King, you tell us what goes on the menu.
We want to know what you want.
I want all the jalapenos on my Whopper.
3 layers of juicy, creamy, crunchy jalapeno. Try the loaded jalapeno Whopper today.
Well, Weslowski got some help from his defense. It's time now for our coach interview presented by Orkin, Chris.
Here now is Skip Johnson. Basically everybody in this dugout had their jaws on the floor. What do you think of that recent defensive play the first?
As he punched out the last inning, he could have taken his lumber to his leather, but he was attentive and he made a great play. And to Taki to finish it off with a great play was really awesome to watch.
What have you seen from Nick Wesloski's stuff so far?
Right now, I think he's settling in and just being himself. Can't be anything else. He'll give you effort, and that's all we can ask out of him.
Walk's home run was the first one to dead center we've seen in Omaha. What are your thoughts on how the wind is playing today?
And the littlest guy. Well, you know what? He's got a little bit of juice, so I'm really proud of him.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Carl.
All right, KB, thank you very much. Yeah, Jason Walk, and that's one of the mantras there of Skip. Don't take the lumber to the leather. And Camden Johnson made a terrific play. Taki went all hockey goalie there to protect the puck from getting over the line.
Such a fascinating move he made to catch that ball. Most guys will try to go out there and shorten the hop and go out there and catch it on as short as hop as possible. And he decided to let it travel and get down to the ground.
Breaking pitch in there to Willits. Is that a decision he can make as he sees the throw being released? Can he wait that long to make that decision?
You can, but that's all part of being a great first baseman is can you read the throw and make the best decision to finish the play off? You got a few options. It's all about making the best finish possible for your guy.
Well, I love talking and listening to Skip because Skip just reduces it to its basic. It's really cut and dry, black and white. Beautiful.
That's why he's been so good for so long. He sat next to Augie Garrido for about a decade. Junior college coach for 16 years and the pitching coach in Texas. Then gets the head job at OU.
9th year there, 307 wins, 197 losses. 2-2 leadoff man is Jackson Willits. Called strike 3. Good pitch by Farley as he goes back door to pick up punch out number 4.
Let's take a look at that play by Johnson and Taki one more time. So Johnson does that kind of reverse spin because his momentum takes him that way. And at this point, he's just letting it rip. Watch Taki sit and catch this ball deep. I mean, that is flexibility. It's the ability to read a throw. Look how low to the ground he gets.
You got to keep that foot on the bag too the whole time.
Yeah, that is
He's engaged the whole time. It just reads it as long as he can.
Sixth strikeout, I should say, for Paul Farley, who's been very, very good tonight. Had a little trouble, gave up the homer to Walk, but that's the only damage as we're in the top of the 4th of a must-win game for his Bulldogs. Gamble, the DH, singled his first time up. That low pitch is being called a strike tonight by Linus Baker behind the plate.
You got to give Farley a bunch of credit now, KP. He's landing that breaking ball to both sides. He's backdooring it, he's front-dooring it, and he's keeping it down.
I mean, we saw him against Arkansas. He was good. Which is 4 innings, but didn't give up a run in the SEC championship.
2-1. Let's go.
Uh-oh.
Hear that?
DJ jumping him a little bit right there.
Was that DJ or was that him to himself?
Oh, that was DJ.
All right.
Yeah, I like that.
That's the rhinoceros speaking, and when the rhino speaks, you tend to listen. This ball is tagged to right field. Gamble, gone! Another Sooner home run here in the postseason, and they are rolling. It's 2-0.
They're having some fun.
They feed off each other, and careful here for Brendan Brock. Watch it inside. No doubt about it off the bat, and the bullpen getting busier and busier as Scott throws a little harder.
Yeah, he may be coming in right now.
Right after Daniel Jackson implored Farley, said, "Let's go." Gamble got going.
Well, they'd thrown a whole bunch of breaking balls, and they finally went back to the heater. And actually didn't look like that bad of a pitch, but this Sooner offense right now is, if you make any kind of mistake, they got something for you.
Think they're feeling things right now?
Yeah, they got some mojo.
They sense what's going on right now?
I think they got an idea.
Yeah.
This wasn't that bad of a pitch.
No, it's a fastball.
It's a fastball on the inside, black, elevated a little bit, just a good move to it.
Look how tight he keeps his arms to his torso right here. This is what it's called a tight turn. Look how tight he turns the corner right there. That's how you get the sweet spot to an inside fastball.
Farley stays in. He'll throw his 57th pitch, 1-0, and he lands it to go 1-1. Well, there's a big story about fried chicken going around with regards to Oklahoma, and Skip thought the team was losing focus. He said, we're going to go back to my JUCO days. We're going to go 2 a day. We're going to have fried chicken and nothing else during the day. This one is lifted to center field, late jump, and that one's going to down in front of Rylan Luho, who had a bare-handed. Otherwise, that was extra bases for Brock. Back-to-back hits. So whether the fried chicken truly led to this success, but they have been absolutely on a tear with the homers and the runs. They're conference champions. They knocked off Georgia Tech with a Taki bomb. They wiped out Kansas in 2 games, 21-3. They've taken care of the Dogs once. So they are conference killers. And it is hard to fathom what happened in the first 47 compared to the last 16 games with regards to the homers.
At the end of the SEC tournament, Oklahoma had the 14th most homers in the SEC. And you watch them play in the postseason, you would think they were neck and neck.
They'd be leading it with Georgia. Why, when people look at schedules and your record against teams, oftentimes they'll tell you, KP, it's not necessarily the team, it's how the team is playing when you play them.
Let's be honest, I mean, they weren't playing great going into the postseason.
No, they're playing great now.
They've been amazing for the last 3 weeks.
Now, the way that they have pitched and the way that Georgia has been held in check, it's 2-0 here in the 4th. You've got to be careful here if you're the Dogs right now.
That's why I'm a little bit surprised Matt Scott's not in this game. I mean, that was the intended role for Scott today, was piggyback as soon as he's needed, then see how long he could go. But he's been warming up for the better part of an inning now.
Watch it. That's a balk. Boy, our first base umpire was all over that call. And down to second base goes the space-stealing threat. Wes Johnson's coming out to have a conversation.
So they didn't call this earlier, but he was doing it earlier. It's his front leg. It's the break of the front knee that. I mean, Wes is going to get ticked because they don't call it much, but that's the move. It's and they call it a balk move for a reason, because it's a borderline balk. But what was your read? I mean, if you're going to run, what are you looking at? Because that's the one from right-handers. That's the one that will get guys a lot.
Yeah, when you break the knee and then pick, that's why it's called a balk move, because you're supposed to go to the plate when you do that. And he's been very fringy throughout the course of the ball game. And finally, I'm sure Oklahoma has been helping Rick Allen with encouraging him to call that, and he finally bites right there.
Rick Allen, the first base umpire. A ball strike warning also issued. Johnson has to go back, and it's a dangerous spot right now with Brock at second base. 27 steals, doesn't go. This one is also tagged. Right field. Harris, history. Third home run of the night for the Sooners. Deshaun Harris, only his 5th of the year. He and Walk and Gamble have made it 4-0.
This is getting a little silly. I mean, Walk's got 4 in the year, goes out dead center. Deshaun Harris comes out and just shoots one to right center. No matter who it is.
No.
Everybody's going deep.
I think it's a good conversation as to leaving Farley in. And you went from 2 and doubled it. Now he's going to come out for Scott. And a game you got to win, boys. It's 4-0. And the Sooners showing all sorts of signs of wanting to play Carolina. in the College World Series Finals. You asked earlier about the jet stream.
Yeah, I'd say the jet stream's in full effect right now as the Sooners continue to go boom. It has been a laser show all postseason. John Mateer is enjoying himself, and it is all Oklahoma so far, folks.
Asthma triggers are always lurking, ready to attack. Get fast relief with Primatene Mist. Clinically shown to open airways quickly, it's the #1 doctor-recommended over-the-counter asthma inhaler. Primatene Mist. Breathe easy again.
On 3, Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance to help people save hundreds. 1, 2, 3.
Liberty Mutual has your
Nailed it!
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
This is what you get with cubic zirconia status.
This is Hill Nana's diamond status.
They upgraded us last week.
When you want an upgrade that actually feels like an upgrade, it matters where you stay. Hilton for the stay.
Every time I look around, it's in my face.
These eyes want a new look.
These want to save.
Better care that doesn't break the bank.
With a quality eye exam and 2 pairs of glasses at one great price.
An eye exam plus 2 pairs of glasses for $95 at America's Best.
Money flows to me easily and effortlessly.
Money flows to me easily and effortlessly.
I have a wealthy aura.
I have a wealthy aura.
Money flows to me easily and effortlessly.
With Ally, you get your paycheck up to 2 days early. Because life today doesn't wait for someday. Or payday. Ally, do it right.
Farley's night is over in 3 1/3. 4 earned, including the 2 homers that he gave up this inning to Gamble and then Deshaun Harris. And now you bring in Matt Scott, who has got good numbers. And you have to kind of go back into the history of the season as we got early pitch comm issues. Apparently, again, for those new to Georgia, why wouldn't Scott start the game? Why Farley? What's been their thinking?
They haven't liked him in the starting role. Yeah. Really, his whole career before he got here at Stanford, he was a starter the whole time. Started a couple of games early in the season. Started a game against Florida midway through the season. Wasn't very good in that one. Since then, he's been a bullpen guy, and that's where he's been a lot better in this role. The advantage you have with Scott, if you're Georgia, is there's been multiple times out of the bullpen this year. He's gone 4 or 5 innings, so he can give you lane. And the stuff is good.
What is the stuff?
Fastball cutter slider, essentially. He'll throw a change every once in a while, but it's pretty much those 3. Fastball will be into the low to sometimes mid-90s. That cutter will be just south of 90.
Taki trying to join this long ball parade for Sooner hitters. They've hit 6 of them here at the College World Series. And that one is out of play. Willits, Walk, LaChance, Brock, Gamble, and Harris. 6 different guys with a homer.
Yeah, and again, none of these guys, with the exception of LaChance, are guys, when they step in the box, you consider to be scary power threats. But right now, it's just a momentum offense that is playing straight downhill.
Scott ahead 0-2. Wow, that's a late take and a good one by a strong guy, Taki, who looked like he was committed to swinging at it. Mom standing, anxiously watching her son, who's delivered in a big way defensively tonight with that terrific play at first. Right by him, Scott, 94, downward too.
Some serious angle on that heater, KP.
I mean, it's one of the highest release points that you'll see of any pitcher here at the College World Series. If you can do that, you start high, you end low. It's just breaking so many different planes going to home plate. Scott just put that one in the bottom part of the zone.
And now the 9-hole hitter, Kyle Branch, who's got 3 homers this year. But the way things are going for the Sooners, those numbers mean nothing.
Who cares?
Pumps in another fastball at 95 to get ahead. They're going to need length, and they're going to need offense, fellas. That's the other story here, is how quiet the Bulldogs' bats have been in this building. On the ground, high chopper. It's over the head of Phelps, but it's foul. Seen a handful of those balls hit this tournament. Hard off the ground right in front of home plate. High choppers. Ishikawa had one that knocked in a couple for Georgia earlier. They got to wonder where their mojo has gone offensively. And that's taken nothing away from the pitchers. They have faced really good pitching, but they face great pitching all year.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, at some point, we keep agonizing over pitching decisions. If I'm Wes Johnson, I'm going, hey, boys, like, it's time for the offense to stand up. We got too many stars in this dugout to be swinging the bats the way they have here in Omaha. Like, if you're going to make this run, at some point you got to outscore somebody. You're just going to have to start slugging. And Georgia just hasn't found any rhythm offensively here.
I mean, look at their last couple of games. They had 3 solo home runs, get beat 4-3. And yesterday they're sack bunted. Well, sack bunted.
Team meeting next half inning. Maybe we're going to get one of those.
Every once in a while, somebody's got to throw something in the dugout. It's just good for your life. And it's about getting to that point.
And how about a player? Right, to me,
don't throw a player. I mean,
no, don't throw a human. A player throw a meeting.
Yes. Yeah.
I would advise that.
So you said just go in the dugout and throw something.
Just grab something.
It's good for your life.
It is. It is. Just the rest of your life is better after that.
I've seen you do that with your 5-iron.
And it went into timeout for a couple weeks. We got it back.
Scott's 3-2 to the 9-hitter Branch. Got him there with some high cheese at 95, but some loud noises from the Boomer Sooners again.
It has been loud. How about a tight turn here from Trey Gamble? And he's having a blast in the dugout. Didn't Dasan Harris backspins one to the gap? The Sooners are having some fun. On the other side, we will talk to the Georgia skipper, Wes Johnson.
This is the one who makes sparks fly. Getting it done takes the right material, experience, and the right partner. The professional-grade products you need. Call, click Grainger.com, or stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Check out the American Summer Collection at Rhoback.com.
Can your sunglasses go from this to this? Meet Warby Parker Sport. Lightweight frames with high-tech specs and classic prescription-ready styles you can wear anywhere. In stores and at warbyparker.com.
Power's not in the size. It's in the build. Tough when it counts. Loud when it matters. Turo Box Cup. Packs light. Kids heavy.
Welcome back to the Men's College World Series presented by Capital One. Joined now by Georgia head coach Wes Johnson. You went and had a mound visit with Farley. What went into the decision to keep him in there?
Yeah, I thought he was still spinning the ball okay. He left it up. We know the wind conditions are way different than last night. A couple of those balls, if you get it up high enough here tonight, it's going to go out. We got to get some balls up in the air too. So yeah.
What do you need from Matt Scott?
I just need Matt to pound the strike zone, get ahead and count, spin his slider and his cutter. use his changeup when we need it. Just sack strike zone.
I know you guys want to use that wind and that jet stream as well. What you guys just had a visit with the hitters. What do you need from them at the plate adjustments?
Yeah, we just need to understand that you're not going to hit a 10-run homer. I don't think you can unless the rules change. But just, hey, one pitch at a time. We'll take our singles. When he makes a mistake up in the zone, let's get after it and see what happens.
Thank you, Coach.
Go Dogs.
Guys.
Yeah, the Dogs have been without the bite here so far in this series. A loss tonight sends them home. West Virginia exited earlier today after North Carolina got a victory over them. The Heels go to the College World Series Finals, scheduled to start Saturday night, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. They did have one of those meetings inside the dugout, and they have 3, 4, and 5 coming up. Rylan Luho will lead things off after Phelps and Jackson went quietly in the third. Bottom of the fourth, plenty of game left, but the Sooners have flexed tonight. Luho, this one got jammed, and as a result, it's going to be a fly ball to left. Got in on the hands. Brock's there to make the play. Luho retired.
There it is, right on time. And, you know, you think, oh, it's after an inning where they gave up a 3 spot. But they're thinking the same thing we're thinking. Is like, where's our guys taking advantage of the conditions? And, yes, Wazlowski's been nice out there, but this is a freshman on the mound against the 3rd most home run hitting team in the history of the sport. If I was in Georgia's dugout, I'd be saying the same things. Like, boys, when's it our turn?
Were you one of those guys? Were you one of those guys that ran up and down the dugout during slumps saying, let's go, fellas?
I was a call a team meeting kind of dude.
You were?
Yeah.
Who was the best at that you remember that you played with?
You know, in the big leagues, it doesn't happen a ton. But if something needed to be said, Brad Austin was pretty good about it. He could command a locker room as well as anybody I ever played with.
Two and one, still throwing hard, 90 miles an hour for Nick Wazlowski, the freshman, former quarterback, Texas at McKinney Boyd High School. His last season, he threw for over 2,100 yards, 22 touchdowns. Watch it. And he just hit his receiver there in the back of the leg. Hudson will take his base.
Well, sometimes when things are going slow for an offense, you need the pitcher to play along a little bit. You need him to help. And I'm not saying one HPP is going to lead to an avalanche, but it certainly can be the start to at least a little momentum. You get him in the stretch, you open up some holes on the infield, you get something going in your favor.
Well, to just continue with the football analogy, he's a kid that has thrown an interception every now and then. He got to get back in there and then guide that offense. And the next pitch is in there for a strike right by Kenny Ishikawa. Can they string some offensive action together to go with the hit by pitch? There's one out. Ishikawa came in hitting 500, 5 for 10. He flew out to right his first time up. Will not chase. Jason walked to center field. Has played many of these guys to go the opposite way. He's shaded towards left. Left-handed hitting Ishikawa, plenty of room out there, and that is a line shot, first base. Double play. Branch caught it, threw it to Taki, and we'll see if Hudson got a hand back in time.
Georgia is challenging the out call at first base. The play's under review.
Hudson definitely took a crossover step, but then made a very quick redirect back to the bag. And boy, this one was close, boys. See here, he gets jumpy right after his secondary lead and starts to make a move towards second base. And by the time he gets back, I think the hand gets there.
Yeah, it looked like it got in there.
See that first move, then he thinks better of it. I think this one's going to be overturned. Scott?
Yeah, he got his hand back in there, guys. On that one, It helps as soon as you see that catch made, if you can get a little distance away from the base. And I think that's what might have got him over there on that one.
Yeah, so, Scott, that was going to be my question, like umpire mechanics on this. So you get a bang-bang play like that where you can't see both. You can't see the catch and you can't see the hand on the bag at the same time. So what are you looking for and listening for on that?
Yeah, that's just it. You don't get any sound with him going back in with a hand like that.
Scott Klein is our rules analyst. It was a College World Series umpire as well. This is taking a little bit longer. It looked to the naked.
After review, the call is overturned. The runner is safe. Georgia has 2 challenges remaining.
Looked to the naked eye as if the hand was there early. I didn't think there was a chance that Branch was going to have a close play.
Just a nice job by Hudson. Just because your initial move is the wrong move doesn't mean you can't get back. Very nice, quick decision to keep this inning alive.
The Branch brothers had some games of catch in the backyard where the question was how quickly can you get rid of the baseball? So 2 down for Ryan Wynn, bottom of the 4th. Crowd is filled in beautifully here. We've had crowds of upwards of 24, 25,000. And just another gorgeous night in Omaha. Quiet right now for the 1-0.
This is what we talk about being in between. 2 outs, runner on first base, first pitch breaking ball for a ball. What do you have to lose? It's a 1-0 count.
You're selling out for a fastball.
Selling out for a fastball, and you get a fastball belt tie, and you're late over the first base dugout. That's what it looks like to not actually be on a heater, and that, I'm sure, was part of the message during the hitters meeting.
Close. LaChance thought that one got a piece of the plate. And the count flips in favor of the offense. Instead of 1-2, it goes 2-1.
I think this is pretty good.
The ability to spin a baseball is so important for pitchers, especially at the upper levels. And we've seen some incredible spin. We saw that from Volchko the other night at Georgia. And we're seeing it again here at Weslowski. That one has too much.
Got to be ready for a fastball here.
He throws it a fair amount too. I mean, fastball's over 50% of the time, so you're going to be right half the time.
Got to be ready right here.
That was a fastball.
That was it. And look, I get 3-2 is not as easy as 1-0, but he was late 1-0 too, right? Just not the confidence we've seen from some of these Georgia hitters throughout the year.
Weslowski trying to get through the 4th, and that's caught. That's a strikeout. Weslowski does it again. Another freshman shining on college baseball's biggest stage.
Not afraid to hammer the zone either. I mean, that's what we've seen with these Oklahoma freshmen, is they are not afraid to hammer the zone. They're not afraid to go right after, and this time it's an elevated fastball to get the Sooners off the field.
For over 100 years, the NCAA has supported student athletes competing and going to college. And now, the NCAA and its schools provide healthcare coverage, mental health services, scholarship guarantees, and more. And scholarships have grown. The NCAA is a launching point, a leg up, and a spot to land. See all the ways the NCAA puts student athletes first.
Blubbering Cave with Liberty Biverty.
It's bundle and save on insurance with Liberty Mutual. Okay, let's do another take.
What do you want me to say?
The line. Say the line.
Oh, that's easy. The line.
Okay, let's pick it up tomorrow.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Walmart's 500 million items means that every day is a bake-hay, even if it's a steak egg.
Wait, this is all Walmart. Who knew?
Are those my swim trunks?
Yes, Bob, they are.
With long-lasting battery life on the Dell XPS, you can stay plugged in, even when you're unplugged.
Pepsi Prebiotic Cola in original and cherry vanilla. The Pepsi taste you love with no artificial sweeteners. It's unbelievably Pepsi.
You're unbelievable.
Pepsi Prebiotic Cola. Try it now.
Okay, Carolina, they win the Stanley Cup with the Hurricanes. Can North Carolina bring a College World Series title back to the state? They got a chance because they disposed of West Virginia today, 12-7 the final score. The Tar Heels 53 wins on the season. And you could certainly make the case for most of that game. They led 12-1 entering the bottom of the 7th. It was their overall best game here in Omaha. Third finals, they went in 06 and 07. And the ACC in the finals.
Well, all year long, UCLA, Georgia Tech, Texas, Georgia stole the headlines. And UNC was kind of laying in the weeds right there on the periphery of that top 5 conversation. Well, no more. They have proven they are one of the best 2 teams in the country. And it's not, this isn't a get hot late kind of thing. They have been
53
excellent.
wins all year.
Yeah.
A lot of Carolina blue has been here all week. There'll be a lot more starting Saturday. Walk back up, feeling comfortable and confident. He blasted his 5th in the 3rd inning. And it's 3 balls and no strikes for Matt Scott. Phelps at third base is just in right about the grass cutout there. And Walk will take, it's 3-1. No runs and 1 hit for Georgia's offense. Weslowski's been special. 3-1 to Walk. And that's ball 4. Leadoff man is aboard. The latest news, insight, in-depth analysis, the 2026 College World Series. Go to NCAA.com. It's your official online home for all NCAA championships. I've been here for 13 years, seen teams win championships. It's not like there's just a singular formula that wins titles. There's just
all different kinds of teams.
All different teams, some with power, some with speed. Pitching's a pretty consistent constant. In there for a strike.
I mean, balance is always important if you can have it. And that's, I think, the first thing you think of when you think of North Carolina.
Yes.
It's just incredibly balanced. They can really pitch. Obviously, Owen Holtz had a big-time offensive season. Gallagher swung it well since they showed up in town. They defend them, and it's just they do everything you would want a baseball team to do. That's why that consistency has been there all year.
What's your experience tell you about teams who are in this situation? When it starts to get into your mind, like we got 1 hit, if we don't get anything going, we're going home. Well, when does that enter the equation at all?
It's already in
there.
Yeah.
And impacting the play too and the at-bats?
I mean, it's how you handle it, but it's definitely in their mind. Look, they can see the scoreboard. There's a 0 and a 1 up there in spots that there's usually crooked numbers.
Yeah. The 0-2 to Johnson. Breaking ball good. Runner goes. He has stolen the bag. A strikeout to Cam Johnson. Walked to second with his 17th stolen base.
Ravi, to your point, you're starting to see that out of this Georgia dugout for a team that likes to play with a lot of fun and a lot of flair. They were at the beginning of the game and having fun doing their sour power. It has gotten very quiet since the top of the 4th.
Noticeable. Thanks, KB. Appreciate it. They have 8 wins this year when trailing by 4 or more, tied with Coastal for most in Division I. Dayton LaChance. Smothered over there by Phelps, who's up with it, makes a nice throw, going to third. Walk, and he is in there. He saved a run there on a hard hit ball at 107 miles an hour, and Phelps snared it to get LaChance.
Yeah, nice play by Trey Phelps right there. That ball is absolutely ripped, but really cool how Walk just kind of stared Phelps down. Now, Phelps takes a look at him, He makes him stop, but as soon as Phelps go to throw, the speed of walk just eases into third base. Watch, he kind of stares down Trey Phelps, gets back to the base, and then off he goes. And you got no shot to throw him out.
I mean, think about how the speed of walk has changed the inning. We'll see if he scores, but I mean, if he doesn't steal second base, that's with a little chance. Oh, I mean, that's a double play. Steal second, then you advance in the third right there. Now there's a ton of different ways to score.
Yeah, and the cleanup hitter Jackson Willits, 51 RBIs. He has struck out twice. He can bring in the 5th run of the game if he can get a hit. That just missed, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Close pitch there from Matt Scott. Ryan Wynn about 15 feet on the outfield grass at second base. Slider underneath the bat. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Willits will take a walk and a deep breath.
Willits 4 for 6 in the postseason with runners in scoring position. Again, a player who was outstanding during the regular season at driving in runs, but has really come up with a bunch of clutch hits here in the postseason,
including a home run in Omaha. The next one the other way and out of play. That's a good job right there, man, by Jackson.
He's really done some nice work tonight. I mean, there have been a whole bunch of breaking balls, and he has blocked them all, and not just blocked them, KP, but the ball's falling right in front of him.
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing for it to hit the chest protector. It's another thing if the thing just dies, because then that base runner can't go anywhere. Walk standing 90 feet away. He's looking for anything side to side. He would try to take it, but there was nowhere to go there.
They've beaten him once already, Oklahoma over Georgia. It's a 2-2 count, 4-0 game. And Willits, a 260 hitter with 2 strikes, is gone. He got him there. Scott strands the big run down there at third and walk. 4-zip to the bottom of the 5th.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
Ooh, that's rough. At least with Safe Light, you can get that fixed any way you want.
Any way I want.
Any way you want, it's the way you need it. Any way you want.
I can schedule a chip fix while I get my hair clipped?
Yep.
They can fix my glass while we fish for bass.
If you want.
They can recalibrate my safety features while I sit at home in my comfy pants?
That one doesn't rhyme, but sure.
Get it fixed any way you want at safelight.com.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
Introducing Gatorade Lower Sugar. No artificial colors, no artificial flavors, no artificial sweeteners, and 75% less sugar. Gatorade Lower Sugar. Hydrates better than water.
Look, Mom.
Wow. Ugh, wish I bought Dixie. These weak store brand plates turn hard work into heartbreak.
Next time, get Dixie Ultra Plates. 3 times stronger than the leading store brand. Dixie, make it right.
Score Father's Day deals at Dick's. Up to 40% off Nike, Chubbies, and more. 20% off Nike golf apparel and save on golf gear. Save on bikes, kayaks, and more. For a limited time, Scorecard members get $10 back in rewards. Save on Father's Day gifts at Dick's.
This steak is so good, it's like my dad grilled it himself.
This steak would make sure I've got jumper cables in my car.
This steak would give a firm handshake.
Yeah, well, my steak can't talk. Steak a few words.
Wendy's is a proud sponsor of the NCAA Men's College World Series. Eat great even late at Wendy's. Hours may vary by location. And a very special thanks to Wendy's for keeping fans fueled with the Baconators here in Omaha. I mean, the Baconators are everywhere. They're all over the place.
They were all over the place. They've been deleted, it looks like.
Start calling you that, the Baconator.
7, 8, 9, KP. That's a great nickname for Kyle. Nobody enjoys bacon more than KP. Here's the Connecticut kid out of Trumbull, Jack Archimone. Said it was the colors, the coaches, the field, the legacy. 2 years at Richmond, and now a dog in the lineup tonight.
Ball.
And he looks at one just up. Struggle bus for the Bulldogs at this College World Series relative to the numbers entering the College World Series, down across the board. And a little different look on the face of the Sauer Power group over there.
Well, to that, I mean, this year, the entire season, Georgia had 350 against the fastball. And with power.
Yes.
In Omaha, they're hitting 167 against the fastball so far.
It's noticeable. I mean, it's great to have those numbers to back it up, because that's certainly what it feels like.
Yeah, he got sorted as he went down, did Weslowski, then came back up top. Dogs did not get their first hit last night until the 5th inning. It has 1 hit through 4 innings tonight. So 1 for 25 combined in the first 4 innings in the last 2 games.
Hard to believe this offense can be stymied the way they've been here the last few nights.
Shout out to the freshman pitching from Oklahoma that we have seen. 1-2 will not elevate. How good has Oklahoma's pitching been? 3 runs first 2.5 games at this College World Series. Only 4 SEC teams have allowed 5 or fewer in their first College World Series games. They're keeping good company. End of the bat, left field, should be an easy one for Brock, and it is. Arcamone retired.
We've talked plenty about the freshman Nick Weslowski. I think you also have to remember, too, he's making his 2nd start of his career. Watch him control the glove side fastball. And that's been the key. I mean, in this era where we're talking about guys throwing 96, 97, living off the fastball, he's 90 to 92 the whole night. He has thrown it in the zone. He has elevated when he needs to. That's their freshman so far in this series. 18 2/3, 10 hits. 2 of those 3 games are against the best offense in the country.
Yeah, this one is hit well into the gap, going over, and it's not going to be able to make the players walk. It bounces off of him, and with that, Colby Branch's got his first hit of this College World Series, and he is at second base.
They're playing super deep, KP, and when you're playing that deep, you're going to have some decisions that can be kind of awkward. Do I want to dive for a ball? Do I not? You see Walk track this baseball. Looks like he's thinking about a dive, then decides late not to. That ball has a little side spin on it as it grabs and kicks past him. And I think, you know, maybe a little bit of a late decision whether to go all in and go all out for that ball or to back up and play it off a hop costs him. And Branch takes an extra base.
His 19th double of the season. Is this the wake-up call for the bats? Ryan Black hits 9th.
Now
that foul. Yeah, he was on that.
That's being ready for a fastball. We got a double out there in center, huh?
We got a double.
Okay.
Currently.
So if the shortstop overruns a hopper, that's not an error? just checking.
Second time they've had a runner at second all game. In the 0-1. Well, Oklahoma has used their legs to score a lot of runs through the course of the season, 126 steals. So obviously Georgia hasn't really relied on that because they've hit balls over the wall. 72 stolen bases this season. Colby Branch out there has only 4. But a good base runner on a 1-1. Good pitch there from Weslowski. It's 1-2 to Black. Does it feel like they need a run here?
It definitely does.
Yes.
One-two, and that one is past the glove of Branch. They will get a run, and a clutch RBI from Ryan Black. It's 4-1. Just underneath the dive of Kyle Branch.
That's a nice at bat. Ready to hit the fastball early, laid off a breaking ball down, then swung and missed over the top of a breaking ball, and then hangs in here on a 2-strike breaking ball. Watch him get down below that ball instead of rolling it over. That left knee gets close to the ground, the barrel gets to the back of the ball, and he just gets it past Kyle Branch. And here come the Dogs. Ravi right on
that
time.
lineup over, too.
Here is Phelps, third time up. Flew out to right. He got jammed there. There's still a lot of run, huh? Two-seamer there at 90 miles an hour, right in on his knuckles.
Just kind of swinging right when it came out of his hands.
But that's two guys now that have gone up and pulled fastballs foul. Sounds like maybe Georgia's starting to make some adjustments, trying to be on time for the fastball.
Looked late on that at 89. 0-2. We got a little action now for the first time tonight in the Sooners bullpen. LJ Mercurius, whose brother, of course, Andrew pitched so well, and Joseph Bowden made as many appearances as anybody for the Sooners. A couple of righties warming as they try to get this thing across the finish line and move on to the finals. Two strikes, and they set up outside. That's a little high on Phelps. Definitely better as the game goes on. Boy, the chance was like Salvador Perez, like a mattress back there. I mean, that thing just
stuck to him.
Stuck.
Couple catchers doing a nice job back there tonight. You can get around that ball. You're right. That ball just sticks to him. Like he's got Velcro on that chest protector.
Phelps looking for a big two-strike hit. Popped up, playable on the infield. Johnson, Willits, the wind is not blowing it there. It was just Willits backstepping away from Johnson. And for the second time tonight, Phelps got jammed.
I mean, that was 93. That, from a velocity standpoint, that's probably the best fastball that Wislowski's thrown tonight, but he's just fearless with the pitch. But it's both sides of the plate. He'll elevate it when he gets in a plus count, and you're not going to do anything with that. It's borderline. It's probably off the plate a tick, but that's exactly the pitch that Wislowski wants you to swing at.
Big at bat for Daniel Jackson. They got a run here, and Wislowski steps off. Likely Golden Spikes Award winner. He's a finalist. Jackson with massive numbers. Big swing there, and he came up empty. The former high school quarterback in the state of Texas, Wislowski, against one of the better hitters in college baseball, locked him up there with a breaking ball.
Yeah, that one made him buckle. You see DJ's upper body kind of go vertical there as that thing took a nosedive as it got to home plate.
He's got a homer here. He hit it 447 feet with two strikes. Challenged him up top. Did he go? They do not even appeal. Home plate umpire said yes. Jackson was looking for an appeal. That's strike three. He's gone. And we will go through 5 innings with Oklahoma leading it 4-1.
Well, the Dogs get one. In a spot that it looked like maybe they could get a few more. Daniel Jackson, did he go far enough around? Yes, he did. Punches out right there, but Georgia's on the board.
Stream Night of Champions on the ESPN app with the ESPN Unlimited plan.
Look, if you're an executive, this shirt is a must-have in your closet. I was tired of floppy collars and shirts with sweat stains, so I got this shirt I saw on TV, and now I don't have to worry. I got it shipped in no time, and I switched from regular polos to this immediately. The brand is called Collars & Co. They make a regular stretchy golf shirt, but the top has a firm collar on it. I got rid of so many problems by upgrading to this. No dry cleaning needed anymore. I'm free from uncomfortable long sleeves, and the collars stay stiff all day.
Get a free Cloud Cotton Quarter Zip with your order this Father's Day only at collarsandgo.com.
At most Warby Parker stores, you'll find a magical hidden door that leads to something rather amazing. An eye exam. And behind every great exam is a friendly eye doctor. Book your appointment today.
From senior to childcare to pets and more, the new Care.com makes it easier than ever to find the care you need. And you don't have to hire just anyone. You can find a background-checked caregiver who's the right fit for you. Join now and find care at Care.com.
Back with KP, Berkey, Chris Button, Carl Ravitch. This is the 2026 NCAA Men's College World Series presented by Capital One. Well, the wind was howling out. The wind has definitely calmed down a little bit as this night has worn on. We go to the final 4 innings, and Oklahoma 12 outs away from moving into the College World Series finals with North Carolina. They'd like to add on to a 3-run lead. And a first pitch strike from Matt Scott to one of the home run hitters tonight, Trey Gamble. 3 times they've hit it over the wall. Gamble walk and Desan Harris. Look at big Matt Scott, whose release point is as high as Dylan Volantis, the great lefty for Texas. Working with a little more pace.
DJ not happy about that one.
No. After he get rung up on the check swing, then he doesn't get that one, the bottom part of the zone. And
He's letting Linus Baker know about it too. Yeah, he's got a solid point there. That one looked like it caught the bottom.
2-2, hung one up in the zone that's fouled off. Where's your feeling on ABS and the college game? We saw the system put into place during the SEC tournament. Does it grow?
I would love to have it. I just think the issue is going to be, are there enough places around the country that from a financial standpoint can spend the money to do it? So it's not something you just see in the postseason. That's what would concern me. Because you can't just do it here.
Yeah.
That doesn't feel right.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I mean, it feels like
you can't just have one league do it during the regular season and then do it here. That league
that's
can
what I'm saying.
choose to do it on their own.
Exactly. If the league wants to do it, so be it. But it feels like it has to be more uniform before you introduce it here. I would love to see it. I think it's a good thing.
3-2 pitch. Back up the middle, and Gamble has got his 3rd hit of the night. The designated hitter came in 1 for 8. 3 big ones tonight, including the homer. And that 2-2 pitch now comes back to haunt Matt Scott and the Dogs. Borderline strike 3, called a ball and allowed the at-bat to continue and Gamble to get on. Oklahoma's got the 3 homers. They've got 7 hits in this game. And they have moved them around this lineup very well. Here's Brock. He's got a couple of those. There's a strike on the corner.
Brendan Brock maybe a little under the radar because he hasn't had that one famous moment this postseason, but he has been their best hitter from a batting average standpoint. 500 in the postseason. Pretty impressive.
Yeah, 2 hits tonight. 4 for 8 in Omaha. Throw down a second, and on the back leg, sliding in safely, Gamble. That is his 17th steal of the year into scoring position with nobody out. The Sooners keep doing what they have done all year.
That high release point usually means high leg kick, usually means it's not quick to home plate. And those two things go together. Gamble's a very good base stealer, got a good break right there. Perfect throw's not even going to get it.
Brock elevates one deep to left field. This one is got Ishikawa on the track. He makes the play. Gamble goes to third, and the throw not in time. So he's 90 feet away with one out.
Love that base running right there. As soon as that ball leaves the bat, one of two things is going to happen. That's either getting out of the ballpark or it's going to be caught. And Trey Gamble did a nice job of just hanging out close enough to the base that as soon as he saw Ishikawa camp underneath it, he can tag up. And now so many things that Oklahoma can do here with Deshaun Harris. Don't let a safety squeeze fool you here if you're Georgia defense.
The infield has all come in across the diamond for the Bulldogs. Harris swings wildly at a breaking ball from Scott. Guys are talking about maybe a safety squeeze or something. Deshaun didn't squeeze anything except the baseball over the wall his last time up. Only his 5th homer of the year.
Well, Kenny Lofton in that movie.
Yeah, I like that.
Gamble is at third base. All right, 0-2 as that one was up in the zone. He tried to check it, and he couldn't. Two on a high chopper, fielded, no play at home. They get the 5th run. Ryan Wynn looked at it, traveled with it, but he didn't have time. And that's just good base running all the way around the bases by Trey Gamble.
And the right decision, too, by Wynn on that one. You're not going to get him at home. I mean, Gamble can run on that spot. It's not hit hard. If it is hit hard, he's out. But not hit hard. He's got to take it on 2 hops, and a good decision just to get that out, but it adds another Sooner run.
Tell you one thing, a former walk-on, Deshaun Harris, is having a big impact right now on the Sooners in this game. Their lead back up to 4. Swing and a miss from Taki.
Yeah, okay.
The Sooners had lost 4 straight series into the tournament. They didn't have a big chance of advancing, and that big home run by Taki really flipped the season for them in a lot of ways. He was hitting 232, 8th in the lineup when he showed up in the bottom of the 10th and launched his big 450-foot home run. Been a different Oklahoma team and world for them.
They were in the regional final. Their season was looking over. They were down 8-2 in the 4th inning against the #2 national seed. They put up a 6 spot, changed the complexion of that game and their season, and now they're just a few outs away from playing for the title.
Taki golfs one towards the line. Ishikawa's going to give it a glance.
I don't know what their win probability was in that moment, but it was
way down there.
It was way
down.
And then they still
8-2
had
to
to
that
win
team in that
again.
ballpark. Yeah, then he's going to come back and do it again.
He was 0 for 11, Taki, in March. He was hitting sub 200 in and out of the lineup. 3 homers during the regular season. And Taki time has showed up at the biggest time. There's mom, Christy Gilpin, nearly every game with that Taki hat on. Swings wildly at one, frustrated. Nearly got Jackson in the hat with the bat, but he's okay. They are down by 4. You got Luho, you got Hudson and Ishikawa, 3, 4, and 5. It's go time for the Dogs.
With long-lasting battery life from the Dell XPS, you can stay plugged in, even when you're unplugged.
Dear Dad, you're my first coach, my favorite playing partner, and my biggest fan. Thank you for introducing me to this amazing game. Happy Father's Day.
Pepsi Prebiotic Cola, in original and cherry vanilla. The Pepsi taste you love, with no artificial sweeteners. It's unbelievably Pepsi.
You're unbelievable.
Pepsi Prebiotic Cola. Try it now.
Hidden Valley Ranch is made with real ingredients for real ranch flavor that's impossible to put into words. But that's pretty close. Indescribably delicious Hidden Valley Ranch.
James? Ok. Hello, Wendy. Plutôt goûte à la bikini?
Wendy's Minions and Monsters meal. Minions and Monsters. Only in theaters July 1st.
The Sooners stay red hot.
No matter who you face, I mean, you can put the Yankees in front of me, I don't mind.
That's just kind of the team dynamic we have and finding a way to win every game.
Safe is the call! The Dogs do it! They survive to play another day! Yeah, right now one team's feeling a lot better than the other in spite of that survival effort from the Dogs last night. They are back up against the ropes tonight. And again, it's another freshman who's got him there in Nick Weslowski, who's been outstanding. Lujo steps in. He has seen 2 pitches tonight. And he doesn't swing at the first one. He has flown out to center and left field.
Man, look at that.
Hard to imagine with Phelps, Jackson, and Lujo a 163 average and 2 homers. Late on that fastball, as Berkey's talked about all night, after the breaking pitch to get ahead.
What do you think it is with this fastball? I mean, that was 90.
Yeah.
There's something about it. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's deception. I don't know if it's a backdrop. I don't know if it's a combination of all the above. But they're just, it's not the type of swings you're used to seeing him take.
No, but it's also not brand new.
This ball is popped up, shallow center field. Willits going out, coming in and making a nice play is Walk. A lot of gray shirts were converging in center, and Willits peeled off. Walk is there to make the play.
It's also not brand new that he's having success with it. People were hitting 160.
I'm aware of that. I know.
And it's not crazy high induced vertical break.
The spin's not crazy. The carry's not crazy. There's something about it that is atypical. I don't know exactly what it is, but swings indicate that guys are not comfortable with it, and it's not, you know, pure loud velocity that's doing it.
To this point, it feels like it's a good time to pitch, and who ever thought you'd say it? But it's a good time to pitch against this Georgia lineup. You can't, I mean, never.
No.
But their offense has disappeared here in Omaha.
Away.
So we're in the 6th inning. At what point does Skip say to Nick Weslowski, hey, great job. You did what we needed you to do?
I think it's just pure eye test right now. Whatever the eyes tell you.
Lace, that one is down. Heading over there is Harris to cut it off before it gets to the corner. And Hudson is aboard. Hard single at 109 miles an hour off the bat.
Hudson's now reached base in all 3 trips. Certainly doing his part for this Georgia offense. A fastball, one down, KP, one that's finally more in the bat path of some of these Georgia hitters. That ball is smoke, but the speed of Harris cuts that one off. That ball seems to be a sure double when it leaves his bat, but Harris cuts it off and keeps it to just 1.
Here is Ishikawa up again. Flew out, lined out to second. Swings wildly at the first one. Ishikawa started his baseball career at Asia University in Tokyo. He then went to Seattle University. Born in Hawaii, raised in Japan. And a 6th-round pick of the NPB, the Oryx Buffaloes. He may end up going back to play professionally. Challenged himself, leaving Seattle, transferring to Georgia.
That's the ball.
2-1.
His parents live in Japan, made the 15-hour trip, Noriki and Denise, to get here to see their son play with the pretty sweet Sour Power hats. They made a layover in Minneapolis and came down here. They said they've never been to Nebraska, but just like most people that come here, have fallen in love with it.
We don't have the direct to Tokyo quite yet from the Eppley.
The Epps doesn't
that
get
one's
you.
not there quite yet. No.
You got to stop somewhere. Mini is where you go. Maybe when the Ep construction is all finished, you'll be able to jet all across the globe. Work in progress. As has been the Georgia offense through the course of this World Series, surviving last night, losing a heartbreaker 4-3 earlier in the series to the Sooners and down 5-1 here in the 6th. Hudson at first, the next one. Ishikawa looks at 3-1.
To your point, you were talking about Wozlowski, how long can it go? His only start of the year was his last time out against the Citadel in the regional. He went 105 pitches in that. So, I mean, he has been stretched out plenty. Now this next pitch will be his 84.
Ishikawa, 3 homers, 3-1, expected something good, and he went changeup. 3-1.
This kid, I mean, are you kidding me?
He's pitched the daylights out of it tonight.
And it was middle with late depth, so that's a pitch you're going to get a swing on almost every time in a 3-1 count.
You double up on
He
it?
may get it again, yeah.
Ishikawa's been caught on his front foot a lot. He golfs this one to right field. Harris going back, leaping, makes a great catch at the wall and throws it back in. Dynamite, Deshaun Harris, have a night.
I mean, this looked like he went down and golfed it, and it had a chance to carry out of here. Even though it was an awkward swing, you could tell he caught it flush on the barrel. And another changeup that kind of cuts in, and he drops the head on that thing. And I think Ishikawa thought, maybe I got this one. Deshaun Harris playing deep to start with, length and athleticism. And boy, is he having himself a day out there in right field.
In right field and at the plate with his 2-run home run. And a very big out of Ishikawa. Oklahoma is doing everything right. They are hitting the ball over the wall, which they've done a lot. They're running the bases really well, and they're getting a heck of a start from another freshman in Nick Wozlowski.
Well, the anatomy of a comeback is the opponent has to play along a little bit. And, you know, it just isn't happening right now for Georgia. If they're going to come back in this ball game, feels like they're going to have to earn every run they get.
I mean, look at that. Over 80% of the innings so far in this College World Series are by freshmen for OU.
2-1. Still throwing hard, 2-1.
And this freshman, to your point, has walked one and hit one today. That's it. Those are the only freebies.
That's the ball. 3-1.
So 3-1, last hitter Ishikawa, changeup, swinging strike. He's got Wynn here, who has struck out twice already.
That's away.
And he ends up walking him. So 2 aboard for Jack Arcamo. KP, a long fly from Ishikawa, a walk here, 90 pitches. Is it time for a meet? Yes, it is.
He pointed
time.
down right as he got off the first step.
It was that time. You could feel it was that time.
You got plenty out of the freshman right-hander.
Come on, LJ, let's go, baby. Come on, LJ.
It looks like the other Mercurius brother, LJ, is going to come in here with 2 down, 2 on in the 6th. And There was absolutely no fear on the former Texas high school quarterback, Nick Weslowski. He chose baseball over football, opted to go one sport instead of two, do it at a big-time school where you have the opportunity to pitch at a place like this. Weslowski will leave with his head held high and his team up 4.
Oh, shut up, Dixie. These weak store brand plates are risky business.
Next time, get Dixie Ultra Plates. 3 times stronger than the leading store brand. Dixie, make it right.
Imagine if Tide disappeared.
Wait, what?
Not like that, like Tide Evo. Introducing the revolutionary new Tide Evo. So clean, it disappears.
Giving my son a needle during an allergic reaction is traumatic for both of us. So we said, hello, Neffy, the only needle-free epinephrine nasal spray for emergency treatment of allergic reactions.
Use it for signs of allergic reaction. Ask your doctor how to use Neffy. Certain medical conditions may worsen. Tell your doctor about nasal, heart, or other medical conditions. High blood pressure, if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, and all medications. Side effects include nasal discomfort, headache, runny nose, shakiness, and throat irritation. This school year, ask your doctor for Neffy, or visit getneffy.com to learn more.
When your accounts are scattered, it's hard to see your full financial picture. Count on Intuit Credit Karma to help connect your accounts in one place. The more you connect, the more we show you how to grow your money. Download the app to get started.
Score Father's Day deals at Dick's. Up to 40% off Nike, Chubbies, and more. 20% off Nike golf apparel and save on golf gear. Save on bikes, kayaks, and more. For a limited time, ScoreCard members get $10 back in rewards. Save on Father's Day gifts at Dick's.
Even more than the rings or the dog piles, Omaha is about reconnecting with everything we love about baseball. The way it sounds and smells, the way the sunshine warms our faces that are split by the kind of smile that can only come from true love of this game played at this place.
Yeah, the name of the city is synonymous with baseball and college baseball. The greatest show on dirt, and another great performance by an OU freshman, Nick Weslowski, who never seemed phased, never seemed at all rattled. And there's his good buddy, John Mateer, a friend of the family. They played football against each other. It's his older brother who he competed with, but he is a very, very close friend of the Weslowski family, the quarterback of OU. And now, on the mound, the other Mercurius brother.
This time it's LJ. Junior transfer out of Vegas. It's fastball change cutter. Fastball's going to be in the low 90s. Made a ton of starts this year. Transition to the bullpen. Really high trust factor here for Skip Johnson.
First one misses away. Last pitched against Alabama on the 13th of June. Went 2 innings, gave up 2 hits, had 2 strikeouts. He was a long-time starter, and then as we've talked about, the freshman entered the picture and things changed, and he went to the pen.
Inside.
Pulls it inside, but you can see the velocity 96, 2-0 to Arcamone. The Dogs are looking for that big hit. They are 4 for 25 with runners in scoring position in the series. Oh boy, he got jammed, a slow roller. Who's going to get to first? Nobody, as it's dropped by Taki, and the bases are loaded. Difficult play for a left-handed first baseman. He's going to try to, in a football analogy, flip it.
Yeah, it's like an option pitch almost right there when he gets it. You just can't get it out of the glove.
Yeah, trying to go with that backhand pitch here as the check swing on a slider ties up Arcamone, but it ends up in no man's land, and Taki comes in, charge it. He's going to go backhand flip, can't get it out of his glove. And we talk about the opponent playing along a little bit, boys. There's a walk. There's an E on the first baseman, and this is the first real mess that Oklahoma has found themselves in.
But it's with 2 outs.
That's right.
It's still going to take a swing right here from Colby Branch, who took a good one his last time up.
He did. He doubled his last time up, and we have Looked like they were mentioning to Mercurius about waiting for eye contact. Remember Georgia last night, how they got their runs on a ball that was caught, then dropped, and a seeing eye single through a shift. Will the error be the key tonight? Strike one from Mercurius. Change up to get ahead of Colby Branch, whose parents are the most interested in the outcome of this plate appearance, with, by the way, their other son at second base. Well, the home run ball has come at opportune times. They've got 8 of those. Ole Miss as well. And Branch is a home run hitter. Is this his moment? That's a good take and a comfortable one to go 2-1.
2 changeups in the first 3 pitches.
It's his best off-speed pitch, and obviously he'll throw it to right-handers and throws it a higher percentage to left-handers, but still will throw it plenty of right-handers. But now finds himself in a 2-1 hole.
2-2, gentlemen, 2-2.
Oh, what a perfect pitch that was. 95 right on the edge.
You guys said it when they got one, it felt like they needed it. Here you are with the bases loaded, getting late in this game, down by 4. LJ Mercurius ready on a 2-2 to Colby Branch. Bounced it, and it's full with nowhere to put him. One son loses, he plays again. The other son loses, the season ends. And here we go. That is down, and that's going to bring a run in. Ball 4 from Mercurius. It's 5-2, a bases loaded walk from LJ Mercurius. Hudson has touched home.
You said it earlier that it may take a little bit of help to get something going. Well, they got the help, and now they got the help on back-to-back hitters. Now you need the swing.
And an offensive timeout. Wes Johnson has done this every game that the Bulldogs have played. He senses this is the time. It's Ryan Black who's due to hit. He struck out and had the single. And to your point, KP, the assistance came on a difficult slow roller check swing to Taki, who couldn't get the ball transferred to the covering pitcher. All of a sudden, a little life from the Dogs dugout.
Yeah, we haven't seen a ton of that. Not a lot of celebrating when the Dogs are on offense here at Omaha, but the time is right for a big swing. Question is, can LJ Mercurius come up with the big pitches that Xander was able to against this offense?
Ryan Black is 1 for 6 this season with the bases loaded. But Mercurius isn't finding the strike zone. It's 1-0. Wynn, Arcamone, Branch the base runners. Black the 9-hole hitter for the Dogs.
Inside.
2-0, just missed, pulled it inside.
All the misses have been kind of the same, KP. Low into the glove side.
He's just tugging it a little bit.
Jackson Willits was the first one. He basically said, I'm going in now to talk to LJ, and coming out to talk to LJ and kind of calm the room down.
Now, this is an interesting decision for the Georgia offense. You got a chance. I mean, you got the go-ahead run at the plate, right? One swing of the bat, you could tie it up, you could take the lead, you could make it a one-run ball game. But you also have a pitcher who feels and looks very uncomfortable right now. It'd be interesting to see if Wes Johnson
like you got to take
I know. I kind of feel the same
I
thing.
know that doesn't fit the mentality of what they've been the whole year, and it probably doesn't fit the mentality of what you want them to be right now, but the game talks to you sometimes, and I think he's got to prove to you can pump one in there first.
I agree.
Not wild enough for you to make an in-bat pitching change, which we've seen.
No, the misses haven't been gigantic, but they have been consistent. And to me, Skip Johnson probably running out there, not just with a mindset talk, but probably a little bit of a mechanical adjustment as he keeps tugging that fastball down into the glove side.
So you got a team struggling with the bases loaded and a hitter who has all year.
Ball.
And he took it 3-0, and now you're doing that again.
Taking it now. And LJ's had really good control this year, man. Coming in, he'd only walked 24 in over 70 innings, so right at 3 per 9, but having a harder time of it tonight.
Inside, ball 4. Close, but back-to-back walks. It's a 2-run ball game. Still 2 outs. Still the bases loaded.
Well, we've officially reached the opponent is playing along. And now it's a matter of can Georgia really put the exclamation point as this ball is inside. Ryan Black trying to send a message. And Oklahoma has definitely opened the door now for Georgia. Let's see if they can slam it shut here with one big swing of the bat.
Trey Phelps is a little better. 3 for 10 with a grand slam with them loaded. Boy, he's struggling, man, right now.
He goes 2-0. You got to go get him.
Hit into the outfield will tie the game. Phelps 0 for 3 tonight. 7 consecutive balls. That's in there. Throw to third, and it hit the runner, Archimone, and that may have been a big break for Oklahoma. Because I'm not sure that Camden Johnson could see it once it got lost in the runner's uniform.
Yeah, you're risking a lot with this play right here, especially with a right-handed hitter up.
Ooh. 1-1 to Phelps. Yes, on the corner.
He came back with back-to-back changeups too, so was having a hard time throwing strikes with the fastball. Gets the count back to 1-1 with the changeup, then comes back, throws the exact same thing again.
Is Trey Phelps ready to meet the moment, or will it be Mercurius? On the ground, fielded cleanly, went to tag the base runner. Oh, it looks like he's called out of the base line. That's going to be the 3rd out. Johnson opted not to throw to first, but instead to tag the runner, Branch. It's 5-3. We are through 6, and the ball game is back on.
These are the faces men make before they shave their bodies with a face razor. So this is what we made. Introducing the new Gillette Labs Body Razor, our safest body shave ever. With a triple protection system uniquely designed for body hair with as low as 0% nicks, cuts, and irritation. So men never have to make those faces again and can confidently go there. Gillette.
If sitting hurts, if your back aches, if standing up feels hard, it's not just age, it's your chair. Most chairs push on your lower back with a lumbar support, but that's not how your spine actually stabilizes. When you shift, slouch, compensate, the pressure builds. It's time to fix your sit with Anthros. Forged in decades of clinical seating science, engineered to start at the true foundation of sitting, the pelvis. Our patented precision posture system has 2 unique supports for restoring your natural S-curve and reducing disc pressure by up to 40%. Backed by science and built in Michigan by experts in the science of sitting. Scan the code or visit anthros.com now for a 60-day risk-free trial. Feel the lowest pressure cushion in its class. Stand without stiffness, less pain, more life. Try Anthros for 60 days risk-free. If it doesn't change your life, your money back. It's time to fix your sit at anthros.com.
Well, 2 unearned runs, and Phelps had a chance with the bases loaded and hit that ball hard on the ground to third. There you go, KP.
Times you got to do it. I don't think you ever did that, but a lot of other people did.
I had some arguments with trash cans in my day.
Frustration for Phelps, but a new ball game here as we go to the 7th inning. Don't forget, Georgia, the home team tonight. So we're in the top half, and it'll be the bottom of the order with Kyle Branch. Scott's been good since he's come in, and he needs to put up another 0.
That's away.
First one is outside. Georgia will have 2, 3, and 4, meaning Daniel Jackson to lead off the bottom of the 7th. Last time that Georgia scored a run prior to last inning, they got 1, and then there was an answer from Oklahoma. They got 1 right back. 4-1 became 5-1, and that lead grew to 4 again. Can they answer what the Dogs just delivered? Branch 2-0, and he's 0 for 9.
It's inside.
And he's now ahead 3-0. That's a tough spot. You get 2 runs, you make it a 2-run ball game, and you walk the leadoff hitter, who's the 9 hitter, who's hitless.
Yep, not how you draw it up there, Ravin. Now you got to deal with the top of the lineup and all this speed that the Sooners bring to the table.
Good night for Jason Walk, the leadoff hitter. After a ground out to short, he went yard, he walked, he has scored a run. Branch is not a very big threat to steal a base. He's only got 4 of them. But again, you see the impact of a walk and what it does to the rhythm of a pitcher in Scott. Lands that one. Phelps is in on the grass. Walk is capable of doing a lot of things here. And now he is behind 0-2.
Well, and Walk has obviously been swinging the bat really well. The guy on deck, Camden Johnson, who's 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts tonight. Wouldn't surprise me if they play a little more of the inside game with him. It seems like they're just trusting Walk to have another quality at bat.
0-2 out.
Right here.
Yeah, that one hurt.
I think it was his back foot.
His knee.
Right on the bone of the knee.
I don't see that one.
No, the back knee, you don't see that very often. And as he tried to walk it off, he obviously had a real hard time putting pressure on that knee. That's a look of concern. That's just an important piece to this team, the center fielder and the leadoff hitter.
KP, you throw a slider, guy fouls it off his leg. You
So
go
the
right
exact
back to
same
it.
pitch.
Yeah.
Especially 0-2. I mean, you try to just wrap it around the back foot.
This has been arguably their hottest hitter. He now got a 20 straight reached base streak going. He's looking for his 16th multi-hit game. He has been on fire lately. But behind 0-2 with Branch on first, doesn't offer. Still in some pain.
They went the opposite direction. Tried to freeze me fastball on the outside edge. I would imagine maybe right back to it here.
Hits in his last 6 games. 1-2. He went, and he is gone. First time tonight via the strikeout. Second time he's been retired.
They did go back to it. Waited a pitch, wasted a fastball away. 50-50 ball on the swing. I mean, you can understand it either way.
Don't be surprised if the Sooners do something here. Maybe a bunt for a hit. Wouldn't shock me to see a hit and run. Something to try to get Camden
going.
Johnson going. Yep.
He's got 4 sacrifices on the season. First we'll fire over to first and have Branch dive back. Oh for 3 tonight with the 3 punch-outs. Has had 3 hits in his last 3 games, 1 in each. That ball was up. This ball is hit to left field. Ishikawa drifts, stops, and is there to make the play.
The wind has almost come to a stillness that we haven't seen really since we've been here, but it is barely moving the center field flag, but that ball didn't have much carry to it.
As you guys have said, this is a guy coming up who doesn't need a lot of wind to help get the ball out. Dayton with a chance. The Big Maple, 6'5" out of Sherbrooke, Quebec. Oh boy, that thing was laced up the middle, got by Wynn. That was smoked at 104 into third base safely. Is Kyle Branch, and the Big Maple took the lumber out and smoked it.
This one had a little fuzz on it going right back up the middle. You can see Matt Scott, you just kind of go into defense mode right away. Just get out of the way. Wynn had a chance at it too. He was pitched up the middle and actually had a chance. It was just a tough op. Good base running by Kyle Branch to go first to third. Now the Sooners back in business here with 2 outs.
It brings up Jackson Willits, who has struck out in all 3 plate appearances. That's rare for this guy. He is the cleanup hitter. Came in 5 for 8, 0 for 3 tonight. And what a spot to get back some of the runs they gave up. Popped up, not playable behind home.
I know it's been a rough start to this ball game, but it just would be surprising to me if Jackson Willits doesn't have a clutch AB in him somewhere, as we see Jason Walk being tended to.
It's hard to wrap the pain away on that one.
Yeah. Willits had 2 hits his last game. He has envisioned this moment a billion times, but he swings wildly over a tight slider from Scott, and it's 0-2. New ball for Scott. Coming into the tournament, this guy Willits had 48 strikeouts and 37 walks. And he's a disciplined hitter. Behind 0-2, runners at first and third. Bottom, top 7, 2 down. He reaches out, foul.
Good cutter right there. Kick it. Doesn't throw too many of those. There's a changeup about 5%, but that did look like what it was there.
Slow heartbeat for Willits. Good numbers with runners in scoring position.
Well, there's another change up there. We've seen him swing over the top of a breaking ball. On the season, the curveball is the pitch he's struggled the most with.
Scott's 62nd pitch out of the pen is roped into right field, and Willits has come through. Branch is in. LaChance goes to third. The ball kicked around out there, but they will hold LaChance at third. And you knew he was due, and Jackson Willits brings in some insurance.
And that was it, Ravi. They go back to the breaking ball. And again, a hitter that just seems to have a feel for the moment, always seems to have a big swing in him. Gets a hanging breaking ball. He doesn't miss that one. A rocket in the right field corner. Matt Scott plays along with a miss on a two-strike curveball. Willits makes him pay, and even though Black kicks it around there a little bit, LaChance just not running well enough to be able to take advantage, but the Sooners get one back.
And they have an answer again, and here is Gamble. Big night for him, 3 for 3 with a homer. He looks at one outside. Jackson Willits had been 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts and delivers the RBI, his 52nd of the year. It's a 3-run game. And 2 in scoring position for Gamble, who they have not retired. And that's a swing. It's 1-1.
You know, Skip Johnson has just shown us he does not want to run for LaChance. But, you know, that's the situation right there. Pretty much anybody else in the game right there. Yeah, they score easy.
Does he have another one in him? Gamble. Did he go there? Yes, he did, and it's 1-2.
We know what Trey Gamble's capable of. You give him a fastball up and on the inner third of the plate, and he can turn it around in a hurry. A rocket in the right field bullpen. This thing got out of here on a very flat trajectory.
A 167 hitter with 2 strikes. It gets away from Jackson. No advancement.
Oh, wow.
And boy, there's your pinch runner question again. Dayton LaChance stays put.
And he just,
I looked down for a minute. I just assumed he was going to score. Look back up, see how easily he scored. And he took 2 steps and put the brakes on himself.
Gamble's got a chance to bring him in a more conventional way. And that thing hung up there a little bit, and he fouled it off.
That was a similar location to the one that Willits hit just a minute ago, too. When it's down, that's where Scott has got to swing and miss. When it's up like that, that's where they can do some damage.
LJ Mercurius is firing himself up to come back out in the bottom of the 7th. Three and 2. This feels very like the game here in the balance. You got 2nd and 3rd. A guy that is 3 for 3 with a homer. They've had an answer every time that Georgia has scored, and they can put a hammer down with a hit here. ball's popped up. Going back is Branch, still going back. Three converge, and it's Ishikawa whose voice was the loudest to make the play. Jackson Willits about face, 104 miles an hour. Elation from his buddy Gamble. Celebration when he got to second base. They lead at 6-3, and the heart of the Bulldog order coming up. Jackson and Lujo when we come back.
Boar's Head brings to the deli the taste of deep-fried turkey. One bite, and flavor takes over. Perfectly seasoned and deliciously golden fried. A backyard tradition, available at the deli. Presenting the Friars deep-fried turkey breast, only from Boar's Head.
Pepsi Prebiotic Cola in original and cherry vanilla. The Pepsi taste you love with no artificial sweeteners. It's unbelievably Pepsi.
You're unbelievable.
Pepsi Prebiotic Cola. Try it now.
With long-lasting battery life on the Dell XPS, you can stay plugged in, even when you're unplugged.
When people are betting on you, every pass, every shot, it's not just the coach in your ear. It's the comment sections, the DMs, the losers who make threats and harass you. But this isn't their game to play, it's yours. The NCAA is drawing the line, educating about the dangers of sports betting, tracking online threats, and protecting the integrity of the game. See all the ways the NCAA puts student athletes first.
Well, over the mighty Missouri River and the Bob Carey pedestrian bridge, the sun starts to set here in Omaha, Nebraska. Metaphorically, could be the case for the Georgia Bulldogs as well, as their bridge to stay alive has now been reduced to the 9 outs they have left. 6-3, could be 7-3 on that ball that got by. LeChance stayed at third. Here is Jackson to lead off the 7th against Mercurius. Oh, and 1, a little bit of a gift from Jackson there.
Yeah, first pitch changeup that was 8 inches off the plate by the time it got there.
Oh, 2, gentlemen, 0-2. Yeah, the frustration for a guy who literally has not felt much frustration at all this season, Daniel Jackson. Younger brother Xander looking on at LJ, the UNLV transfer, and all of a sudden those looks go back the same way. 5-3 and 6-3 feels a bit different. 0-2, center field smoked, but right at the center fielder, and Jackson retired.
Well, you got to give Mercurius a lot of credit. It looked like he was destined to be out of this game with a quick hook, and Skip Johnson stuck with him, and he gets Trey Phelps. Now he gets Daniel Jackson. And, you know, if he can settle, he's been their best guy in the postseason from an ERA standpoint, out of the bullpen. And so as he settles in here, he's the kind of guy that could get him to the finish line.
Lujo has been very aggressive. First 2 times up, 2 pitches. He swings at the first one here. That ball deflected by Mercurius right to Branch, and everything continues to roll the Sooners' way.
Yeah, this is when you know things are going right for you tonight. Because, I mean, listen, he made a good pitch. I mean, he gets Lujo all the way out, but this ball could have ricocheted. It could have gone a ton of different places, but it just goes right through his legs. Then pops up off the mound, so it gives Branch as good of a hop as he can possibly get at second. That hits him in the leg, goes one way or the other. Lujo standing on first base. Instead, there's 2 quick outs.
Hudson's had a good night. He's reached 3 times, once with a walk, then hit by a pitch and a single. They stay down and away. Yeah, he had to go after that on the one prior was called a strike, and it's 1-2.
He's leaning on that changeup now. Gets the left-handers. Good run. That's the advantage of a call that went right back to it.
Another one of these guys that played multiple sports growing up, chose baseball, and LJ with 2 down and 2 strikes doesn't get a chase.
Is that the first breaking ball we've seen? I feel like it's been all fastball changeup.
One when he threw one his first inning. And he won't throw many. I mean, it's primarily fastball changeup.
But even to the right-handers, he's been leaning on that changeup.
A curious brother and uncle. His uncle Dexter Fowler, former major leaguer, who was a big influence on the Mercurius boys. Checking out every pitch that they throw. He's an all-world guy, and you can appreciate what influence he would have had as an uncle over the Mercurius brothers. Fowler, 2-2 on the way to Brennan Hudson. Fastball inside corner, strike 3. That's a determined Mercurius brother for the second straight that we have seen Oklahoma look awfully impressive.
They just kind of rocked him to sleep on this one, too. A couple change-ups, goes off speed, and then just rips 95 right on the inside part of the plate. LJ smelling the finish line right now, and the Sooners lead it by 3.
Stream now on the ESPN app.
Thought they were cooling off on the sidelines? Well, they're just getting warmed up.
Surprise, DirecTV got hot.
Hey, you know, I played in high school.
Really?
Well, I went to high school. I didn't go to high school.
Anyway, it's never been easier to keep up with your favorite sports on live TV and streaming apps.
So hot.
Wait, there's no ice in yours.
Why would I ruin a perfectly good bath?
And Doug.
That name on your shirt, it means something. Because Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance to save people hundreds. Tommy, stop that. Now let's get out there and play like it.
Again, Doug? Parents need to stay over there.
Sorry, Coach.
No, so get your little buddy.
Limu, no! Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
This is where you build your legacy and become unforgettable.
Something special tonight here in Omaha.
The Men's College World Series continues through June 22nd, exclusively on ESPN.
This telecast is copyrighted by the NCAA for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or any picture, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NCAA consent is prohibited.
We are getting down to it at the NCAA Men's College World Series. It's presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet? Walk around the bases, Jason Walk. And then it was Trey Gamble and Deshaun Harris with a big 2-run blast. Georgia has scored in 2 innings, and in each inning, Oklahoma has then answered. And they start this one off with a Brennan Brock rocket into right field. Another leadoff man aboard for the Sooners, who are showing no signs of slowing down.
I mean, is this kid any good? How about 3 for 4 tonight? Came into the ball game hitting .469 in the postseason. Watch how flat he holds the barrel plane through the zone here. We've seen such great direction. Watch the barrel on the backside here. Enter the zone, stay square. That is how you center up a fastball in the middle of the zone. Just a beautiful move by the Sooner left fielder.
And now Harris again. We just showed you his 2-run home run. Oh. You're looking at an Oklahoma Sooner team that took down Georgia Tech and now is on the verge of taking down the Georgia Bulldogs.
There's going to be some activity here. You got 27 bags standing on first base. Deshaun Harris, the ability to control the bat. He can really run They're not going to stay put during this at bat.
He goes. Jackson's throw. No. Did he have the bag? Yes. Steal 28 for Brock. In the scoring position.
Old school fake bunt steal right there. Keep that bat in the zone a little bit longer. See if you can keep Jackson back just a tick longer. Peek right there. They're going to challenge to see if he came off the bag. I don't think that he did.
Looked like he kept his foot from hand to foot. I think he's good.
I think he's fine.
I do too.
And he can really run. You look at Brendan Brock and you say, that looks like a left fielder. Long, lean, can fly.
Or
catcher.
Yes.
I mean, this dude can really catch too. And at one point the year was catching more than LaChance.
Think about this for a minute, okay? Because, I mean, I would think somebody's going to put him behind the plate when he gets into pro ball just because of. So you got Brock, who caught a bunch of the year, 28 bags. You got Jackson behind the plate, who stole 26 bags this year. Gavin Kelly has caught a bunch this year, as athletic as anybody in the field when he's playing. I mean, there are some incredibly athletic catchers that we've had here.
And around the country. Von Lackey, Ryder Helfrich. I mean, again, we've been talking about this catching class all year long. But
Gold Glove winner Carson Tinney.
Carson Tinney, I don't know how many. He actually stole double-digit bags.
He stole 10 bags.
But it's crazy. You forget about Brock early in the year. He was kind of in the mix. But here in the back half of the season, it's been all LaChance.
After review, the call is confirmed. The runner is safe. Georgia has one challenge remaining.
Just a monster year with their legs. And again, built on JUCO players. That's another one out there, Brock, who played a year of junior college ball. He hit almost 456 games that year. So he's another big run out there for Harris, who's got 3 RBI.
That's a ball.
It's 2-1. 3 RBI for Harris, ties his career high, done 3 times and all in the NCAA tournament.
See how aggressive Brendan Hudson is over there at first base, charging on a bunt.
This one is another one to right field, and Harris have a night with a dinger dagger. Two homers, 5 runs batted in. Deshaun Harris, and a big step towards the College World Series Finals. He started the night, guys, with 4 homers.
Yeah. Those didn't sneak out either.
No.
I mean, he got them both. That was a breaking ball that just came right back into the bat path, and that ball was hammered.
Popped up. We'll have a chance here, it looks like, for Jackson. He's still going over. Oh, boy, I don't think he ever saw that ball. And Phelps was playing a bit in a shift, but an opportunity there lost to get an out.
I don't think he saw it either. He never got rid of his mask, never looked like he was running full speed.
How about what Skip is doing? So they get to second base. He squares to bunt a couple of times, and then he just launches.
He never gets to full speed here. He just kind of trotting.
He must have thought it was out.
And this one is towards the line and left with a little carry on it for Taki. Nice play in the corner by Ishikawa, who's been very good in left field.
So this at bat starts. Deshaun Harris shows bunt. Shows bunt again. He's going to show bunt one more time. And the whole at bat, he's showing bunt, right? It gets the 2-1 count. Reggie Willits said, you know what? This kid's been swinging it pretty good. Why don't I let it rip? And my man, he slow strolls that one. And as soon as it hits the barrel, watch him check the dugout out. Boys, we're good. That one's in the seats. That's called setting them up right there.
Yeah, you go back to that bunt. I mean, did you see him watch the spin on that baseball? And the next one was another spinner.
That's right, yeah.
I mean, he's so focused on that pitch that he took while squaring to bunt. It's almost as if he said to himself, I've seen that act before. Now I'm going to jump the second. Dasan Harris is an incredible story as a former walk-on at Oklahoma who got a scholarship and tonight becomes the first Sooner ever to hit 2 homers in a game at the College World Series. What a story. What a story the Sooners continue to write, fellas.
Remarkable.
Up 8-3. Justin Bird is coming in, but every inning they've had an answer to the Bulldogs.
I keep fighting back, and they keep doing this. How about 4 home runs in the night for OU? And Dasan Harris comes in with 4. Out 2 more tonight. Boys lagging on the bullpen and right. All Sooners so far.
98% of college athletes go pro in something other than sports. That's why the NCAA provides financial literacy, career readiness, and life skills. And studies show college athletes succeed later in life at higher rates than their peers. Participation in NCAA sports prepares 500,000 student athletes for success in life, creating tomorrow's leaders today. See all the ways the NCAA puts student athletes first.
You always think you have more time. That I did with my mom. Made me realize my family need me covered. Ethos made getting life insurance easy. Get covered in minutes and 100% online.
Check your price today at ethos.com.
If you travel for work, this shirt is a must-have in your carry-on. I was tired of floppy collars and shirts that didn't hold their shape or look too casual for meetings, so I built something better. The brand is called Collars & Co. We built a performance polo, but designed it with a firm, structured collar that stays crisp all day. You can wear it on its own, under a sweater, or even with a blazer. It's wrinkle-resistant, machine washable, sharp enough for the office, and packs perfectly for travel. Most importantly, the collar stays stiff all day.
Get a free Cloud Cotton Quarter Zip with your order this Father's Day only at collarsandgo.com.
Again, the pitch before on that attempted bunt that really wasn't. He saw that spin. He saw it a little better this time, and he was given a green light, and all systems go for Dasan Harris. 2 homers, 5 runs batted in here in a game in which if they win, they move on to the College World Series Finals, and it'll be the Sooners and the Tar Heels. They go to Bird, who threw 62 pitches last night in 5 innings of work. Here he is in the 8th with 1 out. This is asking a lot, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, it is. I gave the kid credit for saying I'm good. Sure, he went through before the ball game to check with him. He said I'm hot.
Go back to what so many in baseball will tell you. It's not necessarily the team you're playing and their record. It's when you play them. Right now, it is no fun to play the Sooners.
No. No, because now, I mean, the only piece that was really missing now, consistency with strikes. Freshmen have thrown a bunch of strikes since they've been here. Are they going to hit for power? That's what we were saying 3 weeks ago. Yes, they're going to hit for power, and they continue to. 4 more home runs tonight.
3-2, and it's just a dagger bomb there from Dasan Harris. Again, this is the 7-hole hitter who has got 5 runs batted in. Popped up. Number 2, Jackson and Phelps. Nobody could see the foul ball.
Yeah, whether they could see it or whether they just thought it was going out of play, that ball wasn't caught and certainly could have been.
Called strike 3. Rance put the bat down like he was going to first base. Now he'll pick it up and head back to the dugout. Right on the corner for a called strike 3 from Bird.
Good spot right here. I mean, this is bottom part of the zone, just on the outside part of the plate. It didn't catch either by much, but it looked like it caught them both. Big spot Justin Bird, who came in at a 1-0 count, now strikes out Branch.
2 down, top of the order walk. He's been involved in a lot in his 5th homer. And he walked, he scored a run. Swing and a drive. Jason Walk, yard work. Another homer for the Sooners and a 9-3 cushion. That was a smash. Five homers in the game for a team that is on a tear like we've never seen.
If you had Jason Walk and Deshaun Harris to each have 2 home runs tonight, let's go catch the 10:55 to Vegas, because you're on a heater right now. And that was 15 rows deep right there.
No doubt about it.
I need to really stop being surprised. Like, they keep surprising me, and this is just who they are right now.
It makes no sense.
I mean, they finished the year 14th in the SEC in homers, and they have more than a quarter of their season's homers now in the NCAA tournament in a 3-week span.
We went from having one player in Oklahoma history with 2 homers in a game. We now have 2. Walk had 4 homers when the night began, and Harris had 4 homers when the night began. And combined, they have 4 homers.
Insane.
I'm not sure that North Carolina or Oklahoma is pleased that they're going to have some off days. Sooners want to get right back and play tomorrow.
Keep it going.
I'll tell you what, though, both those pitching staffs are going to be locked and loaded. You're going to get the best that both teams have to offer.
Yeah, it's a great point, which makes it one of the more exciting College World Series finals. And again, the game's not over. We're only in the top of the 8th. There's still 6 outs to go, but this team is seeing a big baseball right now, and they have been for a long time. On the ground, a short Branch up and over. Jason, take a walk around the bases for the 2nd time. Incoming and outgoing. Oh.
Georgia feeds the trees, the Sooners feed the seats. It has been nothing but Boomer Sooner here tonight with the home run. John Mateer's loving it. So is Sooner Nation.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, what are you doing here?
Mr. Big Time Capital One Bank guy.
Oh, that's the thing you say. Yep, there's no fees or minimums on Capital One checking accounts. What's in your wallet? Attaboy.
Yes, no, Panera has a new thing called a salad stuffer. It's amazing. It's like salad stuffed in a soft Italian roll. No, it's like stuffed in the roll. Hey. New salad stuffers, only at Panera.
They say tennis is great for remembering you can customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual.
Do they, Doug?
My bad.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Marco's only uses premium toppings, which means your pizza isn't just flavorful, it's mushroom-full, or sausage-full, or pepperoni-full. And you can get unlimited medium one-topping pizzas from the place named America's favorite pizza chain starting at $8.99 every day, only at Marco's.
He's clean, boss.
Native, huh? Can you explain this clean ingredient stuff?
It works without the aluminum.
How much of it can you get?
Pepsi Prebiotic Cola in original and cherry vanilla. The Pepsi taste you love with no artificial sweeteners. It's unbelievably Pepsi.
You're unbelievable.
Pepsi Prebiotic Cola. Try it now.
Good evening. Coming up on Sports Center, Scott Van Pelt here in the nation's capital. Kyle Peterson going to stop by to break down the action from Omaha on Wednesday. Taylor Twellman's got his crayons out, drawing the action from the World Cup on the day. And the U.S. Open gets going Thursday at Shinnecock. It's going to be windy. Andy North with his thoughts on that. We get back to Omaha, where, fellas, the Dogs have had some home run power all year. They need it right now.
Yeah, they need a lot of it. Maybe they can go over and use some of the Sooner bats. SVP, thanks, buddy. We'll look forward to seeing that program and the carnage that's anticipated at Shinnecock with Andy North's report. Back here, carnage for sure. And to Scott's point, as Ishikawa chases one up, how about 43 home runs in the last 16 games? That's where we're at. 43 homers in the last 16 games.
They now have 91 on the year. Almost half in the last 16 games.
It's mind-blowing.
That's outside.
Just outside. And Mercurius now has the red carpet rolled out to get the Sooners into the finals. They have absolutely flipped the script on the Dogs. That's pulled foul.
Again, they were down 8-2 in an elimination game, where they had to beat the number 2 seed twice. And here they are.
Boy, how many times have we seen that type of plate appearance from Ishikawa tonight? He flies out again. Ishikawa retired. Tonight's Capital One rewarding performance.
I'd say it's got to be the Sooner offense.
I mean,
both of them.
Pick them all.
All of them. Let's just do all
the home runs.
Harris, walk, gamble. Harris, walk,
gamble. Rinse and repeat.
And not a one of these is a fence scraper.
The 5 home runs tonight are the second most by a team in a World Series game since we've moved down here to the Chuck in 2011. The Gators had 6 against LSU in 2023.
Ball.
Another game where the wind was very friendly.
Howling out.
Even more so than today.
Bryce Callaway bats as a pinch hitter for the Dogs. The Oklahoma Sooners have won 2 national titles, 1951, and then again on a great team in 1994. They're 5 outs away from having a chance to win another.
2-2, gentlemen, 2-2.
And again, he almost had to come out of the game.
He was a pitch away.
He was probably a pitch away.
I do think if he got to 2-0 and he went change up, got back in the at-bat, and then has held this offense at bay since.
Skip Johnson has shown faith in so many of these guys throughout the course of this year, and he just trusted LJ to be able to settle in and find it. And boy, has he rewarded his skipper.
On the ground, a third. That's fielded. Johnson, good strong throw. You just mentioned the word faith. You know, one of the great shots that we've had here by our great crew was when Xander was on the mound and we saw LJ out in the bullpen reading a book. And you come to find out that the book was really all about faith and supporting his brother, right? That's the story.
He was feeling anxious for his little brother, which is just incredibly sweet. And so a buddy gave him a book all about prayer and how to find peace when you're feeling anxiety. And it looked like he was disinterested, but it was anything but. He was so nervous for his little bro that he had to get to
he was doing work for his brother,
and
support.
And little bro looks like he's in a good spot. He doesn't look as worried as big bro, but what a sweet moment that was, and just love to hear LJ's testimony about that.
The line of the interviews so far was, my parents raised great kids. And they're right. They did. You could tell.
A Bulldog right there, who has, of course, beaten the Bulldogs. But, man, did he go out there with zero fear, just like Weslowski did tonight. And give Johnson and Willits and the entire staff a lot of credit for the way this team has approached another powerhouse in the Georgia Bulldogs. And, boy, Mom hasn't had any reason to sit down and stop cheering at all. One, two. Is she going to have another reason to root? Yes, she is. Have yourself a night, Christina, and have yourself a College World Series. Your boys are repping big time for the Mercurius family. 9-3. We go to the last.
Knock, knock, Capital One Bank guy. I just moved into the neighborhood. Can I borrow some Wi-Fi?
That's what the Capital One Cafe is here for. Open 7 days a week.
Oh, can I use your ATM?
Anything for a neighbor. What's in your wallet?
See? These dishes are still dirty.
You need a detergent that cleans your dishes and your filter.
Filter?
Yep, my go-to is Cascade Platinum Plus. Only these action packs have double the Dawn, breaking down food residue, even on your filter. Cascade.
Dear Dad, you're my first coach, my favorite playing partner, and my biggest fan. Thank you for introducing me to this amazing game. Happy Father's Day.
Febreze. Big odors, a big distraction? Try new Febreze Air Mist. With 50% more odor fighters to instantly restore just clean freshness. And that's huge.
What drives us all is the dream to achieve what we never have before.
North Carolina, heartbreak.
That Carolina drive is powered by so many trips to Omaha.
It's going back to Omaha!
So many diamond heel memories, but with no diamond rings to show for them. Perhaps the time for dreaming is finally over, because the time for celebrate feels so close.
This is why you come to UNC. It's what you dream for.
They've gotten this far. The dream can be realized if they can pull it off and win a College World Series title. Similarities between the 06 and 07 teams. Scott Forbes said yes, togetherness. The 06 team loved each other, had a lot of fun. He said there's a ton of similarities. And there's a big text chain going on with the group that played in 06 and 07. Carolina is back in the College World Series finals in 2026. Yeah, you can't get Gallagher and Hull out right now, and Glauber doesn't lose. So those will be some of the storylines as we look forward to game one. I mean, 28-0 when he steps on the mound. There have been instances in which he's left when the team was down or come in and they've rallied and they end up winning those games.
This is just kind of a wild guess. I think he's probably going to pitch this weekend. It feels like he's going to be in the middle of something.
So we go to the last, and Oklahoma comfortably up by a score of 9-3. Zach Brown is now the pitcher for Georgia. Phelps moves from third base to second base. O'Shaughnessy goes in, and he will play third base. The numbers on Zach Brown. A chance, want to join the home run party? A big swing there. There is O'Shaughnessy. Big Mike. Phelps moves over to second as Brown takes over on the bump. They led it 4-0 after 4 innings. He reaches out, touches one up the middle, no play. Dayton's got an infield single, his second single of the night. And after leading 4-0, Georgia got on the board and you started to feel like maybe, and then they get one right back, does Oklahoma. Then Georgia scores 2 in the bottom half. And Oklahoma has an answer.
They punch back every single time.
9-3 LeChance is on again.
13-4 in hits.
Yeah, against the Georgia offense as good as there is. But I think you have to give a nod to the Sooners pitching. I mean, that's what this is about.
Absolutely.
They have gone through a gauntlet to get here, and they have shoved against the Bulldogs.
With all freshman starting pitchers.
That ball smoked to left field. This one is going to get down in the corner. LeChance lumbers into third. Double for Willits. He's hot again. Single and an RBI his last time up, and an extra base hit here. It is second and third, nobody out as they try to add on.
You said it earlier about Willits. I mean, it's just a matter of time till it gets going. No, he's got to double down the right field line, double down the left field line, and back-to-back at bats. And just took a two-seamer away and just about ran it out to left.
Nice job of squaring that ball and see how true it stayed. Not really any side spin on that rocket down the left field line. They are doing work. Sooners, man, are they playing some offense.
Gamble. So we've talked about the 43 homers in the last 16 games. Great note from our research crew. On May 1st, Oklahoma ranked 125th in Division I in homers. Where are they now?
Right now, they feel kind of like first.
30th. They've moved from 125 to 30. Rising the charts with a bullet.
No, you almost wonder what North Carolina will do from a scouting report standpoint, because you have all these big numbers. I would focus on the tournament because you gotta kind of come up with some new answers to find the holes.
Oh boy, Gamble delivers. This is going to plate 2. LeChance is in. Here comes Willett. Gamble now has 3 RBI on the night. It is all Sooners as they get set to move on to the finals. Doing the dirty work. They lead 11-3.
Gets a changeup right here, and off speed that Brown likes to go to when he's facing left-handers. Elevated enough for Gamble to get to it. Have yourself a night, dude. Solo shot, 2 singles, now a double for Gamble.
There's not a lot of places that feel vulnerable right now in this Sooner offense.
No.
And this guy's hotter than all of them.
Gamble is 4 for 4 with a double, 2 singles, and a bomb.
Yeah. Tough to top.
And the guy behind this one's got 2 two-run homers.
0-2, gentlemen, 0-2.
For Gamble, it's his first career 4-hit night.
Why not?
Think about the programs Oklahoma has dismissed. And again, think about the programs and the coaches that come here, all 8 of them, and we're going to be down to 2, some of the best to have ever done it, Hall of Fame coaches. And it looks like it's going to be Forbes and Skip Johnson in the finals. 0-2 and a swing and a miss there from Brendan Brock.
And what can you, I mean, Skip Johnson was just here in 22.
He's gone to the finals.
I mean, it's
2
incredible.
times in 5 years he's taken OU to the finals.
Good math there, by the way. That was really
I
good.
didn't think about it.
I saw you work through that.
That's right.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep.
Nailed it.
Really good.
Desan going to go ding-dong for the 3rd time?
Best thing going to let him. Or at least he's going to try not to.
Yeah, Wes is slow waltzing out to the mound right now. His team down 8 couldn't have anticipated it, although the way the Sooners have got together, which they're doing right now inside that dugout. Hard to disrupt a group that's got this much chemistry going right now.
And how, I mean, the vibes are just insane right now with the way this team is playing on both sides of the ball. I mean, it's you know, we've talked a lot about the pitching and the hitting. The defense has been rock solid as well.
Zach Brown, exit stage left. And the Sooners feeling all the love in the world. Georgia goes back to their pen. Brent Edwards is going to come in when we come back.
Pepsi Prebiotic Cola in original and cherry vanilla. The Pepsi taste you love with no artificial sweeteners. It's unbelievably Pepsi.
You're unbelievable.
Pepsi Prebiotic Cola. Try it now.
Popeye's $6 Big Box is back, y'all. Big news packed with bold Louisiana flavor. It's that juicy, crunchy, marinated chicken you love with 2 regular sides and a biscuit for only $6.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
If you feel like you're on the wrong road with your finances, Credit Karma can help you push through to a better place. With personalized guidance to improve your credit, savings, taxes, and more, so you can find your way to money. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on.
Tired of untamable frizz? Forget the flat iron. New Everpure Iron Sleek by L'Oreal Paris. Our first salon-inspired smoothing routine, formulated with sleek care complex with alpha acids for humidity-resistant style and 7 days of frizz control. Everpure Iron Sleek by L'Oreal Paris.
Little love for Oklahoma, and they have certainly earned it with all their home runs tonight. Their RBIs, how about 11 runs and 15 hits?
Ravi, you guys talking about Skip Johnson bringing a group here in 22. I asked him what he learned during that series. And to understand the analogy, you have to also understand that he's a country boy that grew up in Denison, Texas, and loves to hunt. So here's the analogy. He said, with all the distractions that you have, with off days, the long 2 weeks, family being here, boys, I need you to be like a box of BBs. Because when you're in the box, the BBs are all together and they're a close-knit group. When you open the box of BBs and you throw them on the table, they become all scattered and not a unit. So I need you boys to act like a box of BBs.
Okay.
Got it.
Pretty easy to, yeah, sure. Pretty easy to understand.
How many times you throw a box of BBs on a table in your life, Rav?
That hasn't happened yet.
No.
It feels like a bunch of marbles all over the table. But boy, have they just been awfully impressive the way that they have gone about this.
Who they beat?
Dismissing both Georgia Tech and Kansas, and on the verge of saying so long to Georgia. Twice against Georgia Tech, twice against Kansas, and trying to deliver the knockout blow to the Dogs. And they've done a great job, and this guy is has been the lead BB. Slashes one there, foul.
And mind you, this is a Georgia pitching staff that twice dominated Texas. It's not like Georgia's been scraping by with just enough pitching.
Take a look at Grant Edwards and his numbers. Getting an opportunity here to pitch at the College World Series. Well, a balk there by Linus Baker. He came up ready to call the strike.
Thought again.
Left field, Ishikawa's tracking it, and right there he is able to make the play. And there are 2 down. And you start to paint the picture of what the College World Series Finals will be. These two teams met last year in the Chapel Hill Regional. Tar Heels won 2 of 3 against the Sooners, 11-5, 14-4. They eliminated them, and they moved to the Super Regionals. Wes is going to give some other kids an opportunity to pitch in a College World Series. So Edwards, he got the job done, and now it is going to be Joe Nottingham who attempts to get the third out of the inning.
And Doug.
I'm glad we could all play today.
They say tennis is great for remembering you can customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual.
Do they, Doug?
Well, I say it. Limu, ball me. Limu, ball me again? Again? My bad!
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
With long-lasting battery life on the Dell XPS, you can stay plugged in, even when you're unplugged.
Walmart's 500 million items means that every day is a vacay, even if it's a staycay.
Wait, this is all Walmart. Who knew?
Are those my swim trunks?
Yes, Bob, they are.
James? Okay. Hello, Wendy. Plutôt goûte à la bikini?
Wendy's Minions and Monsters meal. Minions and Monsters. Only in theaters July 1st.
Yes, no. Panera has a new thing called a salad stuffer. It's amazing. It's like salad stuffed in a soft Italian roll. No, it's like stuffed in the roll. Hey. New salad stuffers, only at Panera.
We haven't slid Oklahoma in yet, but it very much looks like they're going to occupy that spot underneath North Carolina for the finals, which begin Saturday at 8. You got to win 2 to win a title. Carolina's been here a lot. They've not won any. And, of course, Oklahoma's won 2, 1951 and 94. So you start this tournament, this World Series, 8 teams, 5 of them from the SEC. You knew that one side of the bracket was going to produce an SEC team because they were only SEC teams. But it had Georgia and it had Texas. And it's Oklahoma who's like, nope, yeah, we're the team that's going to be there.
Yeah, I mean, they've been incredibly impressive as far as who they beat here, who they beat to get here, and then how they're a totally different offense than they were a month ago.
Yeah.
It's
crazy. No, you wouldn't recognize this offense from the one that finished the regular season. You certainly wouldn't recognize the pitching staff. Let's not forget, they lost 4 straight conference series to finish the season, and they went 1 and done in the conference tournament.
So they're going to deal with guys. Now they're going to think about DeCaro, who's been lights out. Glauber likely could start a game. The pitching is going to be lined up. You have 2 days off, obviously, before you have to go back there. Rager, crazy good. Freshman's on the mound again for Oklahoma. Can the bats carry over the next 48 plus hours?
Well, I think the challenge for Carolina will be, can they get to Oklahoma's starters? Because their advantage is in their bullpen.
Yes. Sky high off the bat of Talkie. Nottingham comes in and he gets the out he needs. We'll continue the conversation about Carolina and Oklahoma. Bulldogs' last chance tonight and for the season with 8-9-1 due up.
With all these Hilton Honors points, I could stay for free. At the Waldorf Astoria in the Maldives? What about the Canopy in Paris? Hilton Honors, babe.
When you want points that can take you anywhere, anytime, it matters where you stay. Hilton, for the stay.
What makes a delicious New York-style pizza? It's gotta have a perfect balance of crushed tomatoes, savory deli pepperoni, and dough stretched thin so it folds like it should. You'll get it when you taste it. Try Marco's New York-style pizza for only $13.99.
Waking up with headaches? Sealy Posturepedics exclusive precision fit coils respond with targeted support right where you need it most.
Shop Sealy savings during the July 4th sale.
When allergies throw a sucker punch, the power of Claritin D punches back harder. Get fast, powerful relief of your worst symptoms, like nasal congestion. Claritin clears.
We are in Omaha, but it feels like Oklahoma, the way that the Sooners have played. It does have a home field advantage, just their comfort level, and the fact that they have made a very big park look small. I mean, given their home runs that they have hit. And they get set to move on. Their freshman starters have been the story for sure. And as you just said, going to Brick, maybe the biggest concern, can they get the same length out of Rager and Mercurius, and can Weslowski, who now got his feet wet on the mound, repeat that if they, you know, go to a third game, or find maybe he comes in a game 2 in relief. But my goodness, think about the teams that they're facing as well to put those numbers up.
Man, Court Rager's had his 3 longest outings, his last 3 outings in the postseason. KP Xander Mercurius has got 4 starts in his career, and of course Weslowski made his second one tonight.
One before today.
Skip just saving the BBs? Is that all he did?
Keep them in the box.
Right back in the box, I'll tell you that.
Pulled one out at a time so it doesn't get all splintered. The suddenness of the departure, which obviously the other teams that were here have felt, Georgia is feeling right now. What was a magical season. Mercurius, another change there to Colby Branch. One and 2. You know, you're never going to know, but when you have the Branch parents, Carrie and Rusty, kind of looking at, all right, Oklahoma and Georgia, which one of our kids do you think is going to play for a college? Like, you're never going to know. They're never going to share that, but I'm sure if you're objective, you'd be like, well, Georgia's really, you know, they've had the year.
Oh, look at Mama crying. Wow. Man.
Watching Colby's last college at bat. Did he do it? This one is deep to left. Leave with a homer. He does. There you go. Tears in the eyes one more time. Colby exits stage left. What a moment, and he ran right by Kyle Branch, his brother at second base. And the Branch family has a memory for a lifetime. Boys, I know it's 11-3, but that'll give you chills.
Man, what a moment.
That is really cool.
Oh. 3 years since he came over from Baylor. All he's done is hit 50-plus homers. He's been a rock. Started every game at shortstop for that club. What an exclamation point on a career that they will always remember in Athens.
Yeah, and you got to think, too. I mean, his parents sitting there, all the games they've watched him play, time he's 5 years old. And they know what's going on. I mean, this is, in all probability, the last at bat he's ever going to get in college baseball. And that's your last one, kid. That ain't bad.
It's great. Cole Korniarski is the pinch hitter here for Georgia. Think about it, like, and how many games they've played in their backyard, how many times they've been on different teams, the same team. And here he is in Omaha at the College World Series. Brother Kyle's team's up 11-3. Like, we're feeling pretty good. I wouldn't mind if my brother did something special here, and they got a chance to run right by him. You can't script that.
No. Yeah, you can see he's still trying to compose himself. Just such an emotional moment. And he gets looked like a hanging changeup right down Broadway, and it's a no-doubter off the bat from Colby Branch.
Oh,
look, his brother's excited. How
that is
sweet
so great.
Is that? And then they have a little moment coming around second base. Just beautiful.
And love to mom and dad. Oh, man. It's hard not to cry up here. I can't believe the look. I love the look on Kyle's face. Phelps hits one to center, and Oklahoma is 1 out away from moving on to a chance to play for a championship. One more time for Daniel Jackson. Hard and fair ball, says the third base umpire. Jackson will get to second. I'm not sure, did it hit the glove of O'Shaughnessy? No, I should say, check that, of Johnson. Because that ball landed in foul territory, didn't it?
Well, and if he touches it foul, it's foul. Right, Scotty?
Yes, it's the ball in relation to the line.
Oh, yeah,
that's
fair.
fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yep.
He just ricocheted foul. Yeah, great call there by Billy Van Raphorst. And good for Daniel Jackson, the presumptive Golden Spikes Award winner, finishing it off with a double. How about this season? Already won the Dick Hauser and the Buster Posey. He's a finalist for the Golden Spikes, the SEC Player of the Year, the Triple Crown winner. We can now say that in the SEC.
Good move here.
Well, now he's going to get one last hand, too.
Wes Johnson's going to bring in a pinch runner for Jackson so that the Georgia fans can show their love and appreciation for what he's accomplished this year. 32 homers, 87 RBI, and we can all say so long to the collegiate career of Jackson. Looking forward to seeing what he does at the major league level.
A year, every great catcher season will be judged by from here moving forward.
The winters, the fall, the work, the travel, the success, the failures, and not the way that they envisioned it ending. As proud a program as you'll find, and he has accepted a great deal of hardware these last week and a half. With one more big one coming, but it will not be a College World Series trophy, as this one is fouled out of play off the bat of Lujo. On the ground, here's Willits up with it. And the Boomer Sooner train behind 5 homers has moved on to the World Series Finals to face North Carolina. That's a big-time statement, boys, that they have made here and they've made the last month.
Yeah, there's just no other way around it. Like Georgia had an incredible season, but Oklahoma was the best team in this bracket this week. It's not even close. And North Carolina, you can certainly say on the other side as well. And guys, it's not always about the best 2 teams. It's about who's playing the best at the end. And we certainly had that in the finals.
Without a doubt. I mean, you look at Oklahoma today, they landed a punch every single time that Georgia did, and it was more than a punch. It was usually 2 or 3 punches. They go deep 5 times, but I don't think you can talk about the freshman arms enough and what they've given them. I mean, the last 2 days, 2 starts, excuse me, Xander Mercurius had 0 collegiate wins. 0. Weslavsky had 1. Ever. And they went back-to-back, facing down one of the best offenses in the entire country, and they beat them both times.
Yeah, it changed the narrative in a lot of ways. The pitchers changed the narrative. Guys like Walk and Harris, who had 4 homers each, both blasted off twice tonight. 43 homers the last 16 games is silliness. And let's go down to KB.
Jason, congratulations. You had 4 home runs on the year heading into today and blasted 2 of them, including the last one after you took a foul ball off the knee. What were you seeing tonight?
I mean, I wasn't really seeing anything specific, just trying to pass the bat to the guy behind me. I mean, Cam's is having a great year, so just passing the sticks and doing whatever I can do to create some chaos on the bases.
It's not just you, but this entire team. How do you explain where the power has come from recently?
I mean, just props to Reggie and Russ, just getting us ready in the cages, getting us our plans for the game ready, and it's just awesome what they do behind the scenes.
What can you say about your pitching staff? This is another night that you guys were able to shut down one of the most powerful offenses.
I mean, they're unbelievable. They're getting up there, throwing strikes. No matter if, a guy hits one 110 or 50, it doesn't matter. I mean, they're just going to pound the zone no matter what.
What are the emotions knowing that you are standing here as one of the last 2 teams to play in the championship series?
It's unbelievable. I mean, last 2 years, we lost Game 7, and I told Jay, well, that's not happening again. So it's just awesome that we're here. Job's not over.
Job's not over. We'll see you Saturday. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Ravi.
Skip Johnson, Reggie Willits, Russ Raley, some of the names that he just mentioned, and the assist given to the coaching staff and the program that the Sooners have built. Man, do they feel like they are built to fight. And they will get a great fight against a very, very good and powerful pitching staff that North Carolina will bring to the table for Game 1 of the Men's College World Series Finals Saturday night.
All set, boys. All set, and it should be a blast. And we go ace on ace to start it. Everybody's bullpens are fresh and ready to go. I mean, it's as good a matchup as you could want. This fresh a matchup on both sides, which sets up great.
And 2 teams playing at such a high level,
yes,
Carl, on both sides of the ball. Should be a fantastic series.
Yeah. Gallagher, Hull, the heroes and stars. And one more time, you get a chance to see one of the Branch brothers, not Colby, but Kyle, who'll move on to play for a championship. Tears in the eyes of the Bulldogs. Oklahoma has left a whole bunch of great teams in their path on the way to a potential championship. I want to say a great big deal of thanks to everybody that works on this telecast behind and in front of the camera. For KP and Chris Burke, Chris Button, I'm Carl Ravitch. Look forward to seeing everybody for Game 1 Saturday at 8. We send it to Scott Van Pelt and SportsCenter.